Let me make sure this other stuff is going right. Trying to make sure my other streams are up properly. I'm not seeing it. What's up, said my boy? What's going on? I'm trying to make sure my Twitter and my YouTube stream is going, but I don't see it. I don't see it popping up. We got about 12 minutes before I gotta get this chart stuff going, but let's see what I'm working with. Yeah, I mean that's live. Let me see. Yeah, okay, that one's working. Is the YouTube up? Yeah, yeah, I'm on that NQ, my boy. Nasdaq. I'm gonna end up having to do like so. I'm on the mini right now. I'm sorry. The micro. I'm gonna end up having to do the mini in a little bit because I don't even think this account can support this one, this pair, based off the leverage and such. Make sure this YouTube stream is okay. Yeah, it's live. Yeah, it's live. All right, bet. Yeah, okay, cool, cool, cool. I didn't know they did it like that on YouTube. That's horrible. That is hideous on YouTube. On YouTube, dog, they got it where it's like playback got most of the screen and they just trying to pivot people to playback. That's hilarious. All right. I'm cool with that. Cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's get to it. Yeah, I got about like 10 minutes before the market get open. So yeah, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm waiting on this thing to get off, get popping. Wait on this thing for sure. But yeah, this is NQ said, and then I gotta work on. So like I got a live account, but this is Monday, and I'm not gonna trade nothing real. So I just kind of set up this paper account to mimic like the CME group, and I put like a 5K balance, and I don't think it's gonna be able to open a trade due to like that leverage, the 1 to 20 leverage. So we'll see how that pop off though. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to up the account or up the leverage. Getting back in the swing of things, man. It's been a minute, bro. It's been a good little minute since I've been on the chart trading live. I want to say, um, if I had to like put a like a date on it, I feel like it's been like a year. I don't know. I probably could like put it. I can probably look it up on my YouTube. I feel like it's been a year since I've like traded live and just traded in general. But what I didn't want to do is like hop out here and then just like put real money on the line or go back just hop straight into my like prop firms and stuff. I still got my prop firm accounts and all that, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just chill a little bit. Like I said, it's Monday. I'm looking at some of this news too real quick on Forex Factory. See what they got going on today. I knew they was gonna do that. About 10 minutes here before this market open up. I'm gonna say this too, just for the record, you know what I'm saying, for people who maybe get a chance to watch this on a, playback or watch it at a later date. Before we get started, I'm gonna definitely like run through briefly how I enter or look up trades. Um, so it's not just like a what the hell is this guy up to? Because there's gonna be a lot of waiting, a lot of pastime, man. I'm on a 1 minute chart. Like I'm, what I'm saying, like I ain't even. I mean, I can walk down the chart, but I mean, I don't know how many times a day I'm gonna have to do it. So we'll think I get through that when I get through that. But I will walk through how I enter a trade before we get there, and just kind of what we're looking for at this 8:30. Well, 8:30 Central is 9:30 New York is what we're looking for. So once we get to that 9:30 New York, I kind of like break down what I'm looking for in the requirements. So as you follow along, whether it's live or on a playback, you at least know what to expect. Definitely that. Let me see. About 9 minutes out from that. Let me get this calendar filter. I'm just right now. I'm currently looking up all U.S. news. I guess I can try to get that while we wait. I can kind of get that over here for y'all to see as well. I'll share that screen real quick. Okay, so it won't let me. There it is. I'm like, I know it will let me pick a window. Where's the Forex Factory window? There it is. And just kind of going through specifically, we're gonna look at U.S. market news. I just want to see what's going on this week anyway. About 7 minutes out. I usually don't care about yellow or orange. Um, but damn, yeah, it's gonna be a quiet week. FOMC on Wednesday, unemployment on Thursday. I don't even think that's the actual one. Yeah, because that's not the first Friday. No, yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's what I know. I ain't tripping. All right, so that was the first Friday, so I'm really not worried about that. So yeah, it's gonna be a quiet week. I think most of the data gonna come on Wednesday and Thursday, but we'll see how that look. But let's see what Monday gives us. See they give us any opportunities to get some ticks and get out of that motherfucker, or points to get out of there. Change that. How you only get paid? How you only get paid out of one of them though? Said I don't know, bro. I don't know, fam. Just one of them, dog. Nah, I got. I think I must have did, especially when I was doing it live. I think I had at least 3 or 4 past accounts, like within like a 6 month period, probably, and cashed out a little bit here and there, like like 500 to 1,000, pretty much each of them. And then after you pass them, and I mean, like this, like every time you get through a cycle of, what I'm saying, passing, maybe a withdrawal, and then you get to that point where it's like they always like the rules are different, man. The rules are way different when you pass a prop challenge. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry you lost some. Yeah, I'm sorry, big dog. Yeah, that's it's like, and it's like that's the nature of the beast too. Like, and it's designed that way, bro. It's designed that way. I don't know who did it to me first. I want to say I was with Fivers at first, and like the amount of leverage you have on a demo account on a, like, what I'm saying, on that like base initial challenge, because like some prop firms got like 2 challenges or 2 or 3 phases. So like that leverage you have on that first phase, bro, it be like easy. You know what I'm saying? You can open up all the trades you need to. And you're gonna see here in a second, like what I mean, why it matters for me at least. But like, bro, it's like if you can't only open up but like a contract for futures in this particular case, man, it's like it's handicapping you. So, and that's one reason that I was gonna bring up like I'm gonna have to probably switch to the mini. I want to say it's the mini. I don't know if it's the micro or the mini. I always get them confused. Um, Let me see. Am I tripping? All right, yeah. So it's the micro. So I'm gonna have to switch to the micro, and because it lets you open up more contracts on that same basically the same like entry, because like it's just a smaller contract. But but yeah, nah, bro. It's like by design you can't like it went from being able to open up like four contracts or three contracts to just one. And like when I open up a trade, I have like I basically have my trade, I have my recovery trade, and then I have like two targets, really three targets. You know what I'm saying? And like whenever that happens, if I'm not if I'm only handicapped to one contract, I can't put a recovery. And when I was with, I want to say I was with Top Step, I did that one. Top Step's a little easier though, because they got their own brokerage or whatever, Top Step X or whatever. So you get a little bit more flexibility. But I was with them and I did Apex too. And the moment you get that live account or you get that past account, then I had like a contract open, and then I was not able to place my recovery contracts to cover my loss, my quick losses. And like I'm talking about like I would have to like I would place them all at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Said on the 5K I only got like 900. That's a good look though, bro. Yeah, I mean that's not like a that's a part of the trading journey though, bro. Like I wouldn't be tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? I would just keep pushing forward, keep learning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't no point in giving them now if you down that much. That sound like bad advice though. This is not legal advice or financial advice. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you down that much, you gotta keep pushing, bro. Keep learning, keep growing, get your bread back. Do it smartly. Do it smartly for sure. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, man. We about 2 minutes out. About 2 minutes out, man. So usually what I do around 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. I'm looking for what anybody who follows ICT, man. I'm looking for like fair value gaps. Usually the first one. Well, it is the first one that happens after the 9:30 bell, and I trade based off of the positioning of the candles or structure that forms after that. So as long as we're above that range or within that range, I'll buy, and if we're like below and within that range, and I'll sell based off of the structures I see. A lot of times I'm using anything from candle raids, usually like a previous candle raid that you see right here. Um, this would be a candle raid essentially where this black candle raised the low of this white candle, and then I would trade the top of it as it expands out. And or and that's really like my primary trading style, but there is one where like I'm looking for the highest up close candle or the lowest down close candle in a leg or a consecutive candle sequence. So as we have like three white candles here, if once we get this fair value gap when it forms at this later date, if all three of these candles formed underneath that particular range, then I would put my entry here, I put my stop loss here, and then I'll wait for it to reach my targets, which would be like a half a deviation, two deviations away, and then four. But like I said, you will see that as we get to that point. Um, and as you see it more and more often, it'll make way more sense. But yeah, man, it's time to go. That's what this big black box means. It's like fucking flag for F1, I guess. So right now we got a initial candle at 8:30 or 9:30. At 9:30, this candle I don't use but for anything other than a reference candle. So I can't take the fair value gap that's from previous and use it. So this is before the 8:30 open. So I won't even worry about this. So it's all about the next two candles. So I need the first three candles to form, and then we'll see what happens from there. So you said you was up 5K, got paid 900 and lost the rest of it. I mean, yeah, so that's even better though. So that means that, whatever you only lost your dues really, but at the same time, I wouldn't trip on that either. You know what I'm saying? I would just keep pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? Keep pushing forward, try again. But the real play is, bro, the real play is like, you know what I'm saying? And this real reason I really took a break too was like I want to like fund my own account. You know what I'm saying? At this point, and I got the funds to do so, but there's like other real world shit that I got to get to and shit like that. But I really want to fund my own account. And in futures it's a lot harder to like fund an account because the like position requirements to make real bread is like north of 10,000, north of 20 to be able to like, and I'm talking like the type of trades that I really want to get into could like they start on a minute chart, but they evolve into like swing trades essentially. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not just like oh well, hey, I got, just real quick in and out. Like they have, if you for you to be able to hold a trade overnight, you need a minimum like 20 bands for a Nasdaq NQ1. So if it's on the micro, it's a little different. I think it's like 8 or 4. But to open a particular like per lots, I think it's $2,000 per candle. I'm sorry, per contract you can open. So I'm like, damn, like, like that's insane. So yeah, it's hard to really like get started in that. And I maybe my numbers may be off a little bit, but I know that like you need a couple bands to like really like get started. Yeah, I mean, so future brokers are like CME Group. So like that's the only one that like I trust and know. I don't know if anybody else really offers it outside of them. I know that there are like other secondary ways to kind of get into futures and stuff like that and have like live money or your own account. But yeah, I would just like CME Group is like the only real place I know that you can kind of go and get started with that. I think they're the only really people that only have that type of regulation and control. They said S&P 500 24 points. Nah, I ain't reading that shit. We got a potential fair value gap right here. Let's see how it forms. Let's see how it forms. It's like a new thing on TradingView. It's like you hold it and it tells you the candle data. That's weird to me. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat too, just so you can know who I'm talking about. All right, so we got the first candle of the fair value gap. We have, and I'm including this part as a gap as well. We have this part, this gap, and so forth. So this is going to be my fair value gap from here to here as long as it forms. Right now, the market is tanking, and it's kind of coinciding with what the news is talking about. Well, it's Monday, man. It's gonna be crazy Monday opportunities. One reason I'm gonna stay on the demo for this one. We may do live, either going on next week or something like that. CME group, and then you go to markets, and then you go to NQ. So I'm gonna just give you the ones I took to the most. But you can buy data from them, get set up with a brokerage through them or through really you get set up through the broker. So this is the data source that you work off of, but the broker you want to work through is this is one you want to work through is oh yeah, we got a fair value gap and it came back too, so it's not like completely shit. Um yeah, Juan, this is live trading. This is definitely live trading for sure, but I'm not doing a live account right now, but this is live data for sure. Markets open live data. Um, oh, I'm missing something. Is it because it's Monday? It's because it's Monday. It does this on these Monday ones because I'm missing something for sure. Futures, liquidity, RTH gap. Nah, I'm gonna have to go to this chart. I'm gonna have to go to this chart, sadly. Same chart, but just more stuff on it. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to this chart because it has my yeah, it has my vertical time. All right. Yeah, yeah, I gotta be on this one. All right, cool. It's the same thing. Don't trip. It's the same chart, so don't trip on none of that. But this is my window of opportunity right now. So first, we looking at this fair value gap that happened. I wanted to continue. If I want this, so it would have been an opportunity right here. If this one closes higher than this first candle, then we can trade this low right here. We'll see how it happens though. There we go. I don't know if they're gonna let me do them on these and stuff, but we can try. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it with that one. All right. I gotta do more. I gotta reset this account real quick. Hold on. Let's just do it for and let's do the leverage at 25. All right. So what I'm doing is because this candle is higher than this first one, I have two consecutive candles, which is now three. My entry would go here, and it's just a stop order, so it doesn't trigger right away. But as long as we're within this range, I'm looking to sell. The current order would be right here, so it would be um, sell two right there, essentially. So that would be the current order. That would be a stop loss if it comes down that far. Um, First target would be this. I gotta change it here. Sorry. I hate that it's so slow. I hate doing it this way. And then another one. So that'd be sell. All right. What's up, AD man? I appreciate you pulling up, dog. I appreciate you, my boy. Hey, bro, I would not ever trade for a broker that reached out to me. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I just would never do it, dog. I would never do it. Why is it's not even taking the order? What is it doing that for? That's so weird to me. It won't take the stop, but it will take that's so weird to me. It's like making me manually do it. All right. Anyway, I'm so sorry I messed it up, but that's that I don't know why it's doing it on a demo. Usually it's not this hard, but anyway, usually I place two contracts here. I take one off here and I let the rest run. I put a recovery trade at the top, but it's like it was not fucking working. Like it's not working properly. The difference between a broker like Robinhood or Webull would be that like that's was more like stock accumulation. So like you can get like dividend payouts. You can basically look at these chart datas and like buy them at the right time. But usually they don't let you do like live trading or fast or you only have like you have like limits on how often you can get in and out the market. Um, but more specifically, like this is like spot trading. You know what I mean? So that like you are just accumulating like as an investor on Robinhood and Webull. This is like through a broker, like the broker I work with is Tradeovate specifically, and they are partnered with my prop firm. I want to say it's my funded future. So those are like very active and like almost like options. Yeah. And so I think you can do options on some of those platforms, but it's a lot different though. I could have had a better trade too. Now looking back at it, so this is a instance of a previous candle raid right here. Let me just go ahead and remove this shit off. We made 200. We should have been basically 200 break even with this trade now active going towards like should like reach right here to give a recovery, but it is what it is. We'll get to the next one. I ain't tripping. But this is a previous candle rate where this candle went higher than this candle, closed below the high of that candle right there. And then my entry should have been here rather than here. And we would have got a little bit more profit out of it. And I'll show you with the data. I'll show you both real quick as we moving higher. Um, this would have been the first target. This would have been the second target. It would have stopped us out, hit the recovery, and then my other target would have been here. So as long as this tree is here, that's a profitable trade. Which at this point, I'm just kind of expecting them to do so. But case being, you just saw what I went through live. Is why you don't just hop back on the chart with live money, live data, live candle. That's just not the smart thing to do. Yeah, so that would have been a net loss from this type particular trade, but that's fine because I would have closed out if it reached that line, which is a half a deviation back. Yeah, that's the half deviation mark. Sometimes if I feel frisky, I'll put the stop loss on the recovery trade, uh, deviation away, but I just don't believe in like taking those risks um, unnecessarily, should I say? Just like live with the loss, move on to the next trade. So currently we have two candles. So I really could take this trade too. I have two up close candles right here. I have a candle raid as well. Let's see if we can get this one in there. Oh, it's too late now. It's already set. It's already gone. Mind you, I'm on a 1 minute chart, so we it's moving today. If this candle closes above this range right here, this fair value gap, then our next bet will be to then wait for down close candles consecutively, and we would have to look for buyers at that point. Look like we may get another opportunity here. We'll see. Okay. So it is rejecting to get back. It's based off the leverage, which I just said. Like again, like it's so stupid. But anyway, fuck, I think I would have to do only one account. I mean, only one contract to do it. But this is the problem that I would have going into and why I have to go into the micro. It's just not enough I can do. And this applies for my funded account, this applies to my personal funds, is that there's just not enough account balance for me to take on a trade that I need. That was a good trade too. That was a good trade as well. Yeah, that'd have been a target for sure. That'd have been a target for sure. Let me see if I can get the mini going over here. That's ES. Let's go to the MNQ over here. All right, we don't worry about all that. This way I can at least open the trades and we can see what it looks like live. See, but this one doesn't have that gap, so I have to work off of this range. This is what happens when you switch asset classes, especially when dealing with the bigger one versus the smaller one. So now the situation is different. If you we can go back to the other one and look just to see for reference. This one had a gap on the fair value gap, which protected us. Well, this one would have protected us from this entry right here, which is fine. But then you miss out on this trade, which gives us that money back. This particular trade, there is no gap on this fair value gap. There is no body gap. So I have to only work off the low to the high of this candle. And bro, like it shouldn't be this much discrepancy between like this is the same data set, the same pair. This one is just offers smaller contract sizes. This one has a gap here. This one, I don't know, man. Like this is frustrating. So now that we're below this fair value gap, I'm gonna look to sell on this side, 2 contracts minimum. Might go to 4 because I can do more with 4. As long as it doesn't close above this high, we'll work off of there. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about like just my style. I wouldn't worry about where it wants to go. Like I try not to like, you know what I'm saying? Like cuz really at this point, you know, I'm looking at liquidity. So if anything we're going to just if we're going to predict anything, we're going to always predict liquidity to be took, which it did like right here these gray lines are just liquidity that was taken already, and then the green lines are open liquidity. So if I'm looking for where it's going in the future, that's only the only spot, you know what I'm saying, that I'll say. But like if I was to show you like just deviations on anything, like most of the time I could predict the short term runs. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, just follow this first deviation. So half deviation away really is all it is. This yellow line will tell you like based off of extreme candles where we going. You know what I mean? So we went from breaking this low of this bearish bullish candle. I'm sorry, and then we got at least that far, and it made it all the way to at least a whole deviation away. So that's a whole candle away of this extreme candle at this swing high right here. So so if we were going to use that logic, we were either going to say this candle is going to take us somewhere or this candle is going to take us somewhere, which I would pick this candle because it rated the previous candle, then send us higher. And as you see, it took us here, it took us here. So the expectation would be to take us there. If I was going to predict candle movement, but that's not my like thing. I'm only focusing on getting in the trades and eating within a range at this particular point. I do got to pay some bills too. Mm, my password tripping. All right, so now that we're above this range, which is this fair value gap, this is the first one that formed at 8:30. I'm looking to buy now, but what I would need first to happen would be two down close candles consecutively or more, and then I can use that range to kind of get aligned with where the market is currently flowing to. What the heck? That's unfortunate. All right, that's that. Sorry, I'm trying to check some stuff. As you see, that's the liquidity thing I was telling you about. So you see it ran from here to the liquidity, and then we took that out. So like if I was gonna predict candle movement, like that's the only thing I would focus on. But right now I'm not just willy nilly trading. I'm trading based off of a reverse set. So I wouldn't worry about all that. All right, so this is the first set of two down close candles. Let's see if it actually completes that. Okay, that's good. And then let me go over here to I'm doing like five things at once and I apologize. But you know it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You can't hold it against me. I don't care. But yeah, man, if we get this two down close candles, we'll get aligned with the market. Otherwise, I mean, it just kind of is what it is. It's Monday. Should be slow. Okay, so we got 12 seconds on this candle. Can it hold? Can it hold? It can. I believe in you, brother. So, because of that, I'm placing two. Now I'm placing four. Modify. Stop loss will be here. No, actually, I'm not. I'm gonna do this when it opens. It'll be six if it opens. So I have two consecutive down close candles. I'm trading the high of this second down close candle, depending on if it opens or not. If it closes lower, then I would trade this high. If it closes lower, then I would trade the high of that fourth candle. Um, there it is. Hold on, actually, which looks like going to be the case. So now that I have this on the chart, it's just so much easier to just move it down. And I wish they had more like this easy setup like that. This is a large candle trade, so I hope that the next two or three candles that are down are much better, easier to trade. Let me put this information in. Looks like we're gonna continue to move lower to look for an entry. Fives. There we go. All right. I'm gonna wait at least 15 seconds before I put this in. Which I think we should be good though. Actually, had we traded them, the minute we'd have protected ourselves from this trade too. All right, so now we're looking for this. So basically, and then I just kind of like it's always hard for me to explain this because I look at like structure and market structure a lot different than most traders. Um, This leg is a this is a swing high essentially, but it failed to close higher than this high right here. But that's how like most traders look at it, I guess. I'm looking at this down close candle closing lower than here, and so because of that, this is a retracement leg and and potentially a swing low at this point. Well, I guess it is no matter what happens. This is a swing low, and every candle that closes lower than the lowest candle close, I'm gonna focus on that candle. So this candle did not do it, but this candle did, so I should never moved it here. This candle did. So because this candle closed lower than this one, my like target or reference candle is gonna be this fourth candle. If this candle closes lower than this low, which is the current reference candle, then I'll start focusing on this candle right here. And that's how like I would determine like if this is retracement. But like you don't really like know live until it finishes, right? So like this leg could go as far as down here, and now it's like it's not a swing, it's not a just retracement, it is a swing low because it swung lower or a break of structure, even. It could have been a break of structure and so forth. And that like ideology is built off of what we call CISD and ICT, chain of state of delivery, which many people in ICT have so many arguments on what is what, but you know, I'm looking at the highest candle, and the moment we start delivering underneath that highest candle, which is in this particular leg or this particular series of candles, um, I'm looking at that being broke and then trading off of that. But instead, I just look at consecutive candles instead of just a change of state of delivery. So this is a candle raid, which is why I am going to take this trade. Boom. All right. So this candle rated the low of this candle, and that is a signal to get in. Sell, and then let's take two off here. Let's see if we can get a line with this market here, which I think we should be fine, but no guarantees. Let me know if that's like not clear. I can zoom in a lot more, I guess, if that's horrible to look at. Maybe it's this is really in the way. I think that was the problem, right? And then this was in the way. Yeah, that should be a lot better to deal with. All right, let me put this shit in now. And that's this from this six to this two is just my recovery trade because four here, six here, two. So that should have actually triggered my recovery trade too. Now that I think about it, it did. Okay, cool. So then my stop loss becomes here. So either we get this one, well, you'll see. I ain't tripping. You'll see. So we lost this trade, but we should make our money back off the recovery. All right. No, 6, 7. That's it right there. All right. So that is the loss I'm willing to take on that one because I don't like put too much on that. Um, how did I mess this number up? 9, 3, 6, 6. I'm just paying some bills, y'all. My bad. 7, 3. All right, bet. That's it. Alright, bet. And we should be good. And we would've if I would've kept it open, we'd have made our money back. So I'm not tripping on that though. I'm just sticking to my plan, my rules. 872. Boom. And we go from there. Yeah, Juan, you could definitely do it on the side. It's just that you have to be available for like the market isn't always open. So I never like tell somebody that, oh, you should go do um one second. You should go do crypto. Oh, I guess I could do the pen now. Like I'll never tell some oh, that's what it is. I'm tripping. All right, bet. Bitty 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 bit. And then boom. That was my computer password. Three. It's fine. Y'all will never get a chance to get it. Yeah, cool. All right. Damn. All right. So now we're gonna get back to looking for a sale. Man, Mondays are always shitty though. I just want y'all to know. Mondays are horrible, horrible times to be on a chart. But it's totally fine. We can still watch. We still find a profit. We can still churn a profit on the day. So we're about halfway through the first window. Still, we didn't switch positions. I want to say what is that? One, two, three, four, five, six. The positions or bias. So yeah, this is kind of crazy. But yeah, Juan, yeah, you can. You could definitely do it. Part time. I guess depends on the job you work specifically. Um, I want to say like, what is this from time periods? What time period this is? Date and time to about 10:38. So yeah, that's an hour and 8 minutes just this window alone, which is like primarily what I trade is just this hour, and just like we have today where there's a lot of choppiness. I'll probably go into the next session, which is like the busier hour, looking to like get some of that money back, right? So just an hour and eight for this one, and then I don't know why the hell there, leave me alone. And then this one would be an hour and 40. So 2 hours and 48 minutes total. You will have to require to be present on the chart to like churn a profit out of that. That's usually what I do is like that total 2 hours and 40 minutes. So 48 minutes. So I'm gonna look to sell if this candle closes higher than this high right here. I'm sorry, this first up close candle. But right now it doesn't look like it's going to make it. And I can't take this candle ray because we don't have 2 consecutive candles underneath this particular window of fair value gap. My boy Brando said he was on YouTube trying to get a playback room. I think you gotta create an account. Yeah, you gotta create an account, but let me give you the access. But if you're on YouTube, you should be able to scan that code, Brody. You should be able to. You should be able to, yes, sir. Let me go here and help you out. See if I can get you this. That should help you out, Brando. You're gonna have to create an account regardless, though. and then go from there. But that should help you at least get that going. There we go from there. You say you also got the 15 seconds, got in, got paid. Nah, I mean, nah, it's Monday, bro. The minute chart not really even a problem, fam, because like it's so much data that's fractal, fam. So like I wouldn't even say what you can work on any time period, fam. Like be real with you. Like if I go to a day chart, I can show you like, a 60 to 80 clip win rate. You know what I mean? Like I can show you on a minute chart, a 50 to 80 clip win rate depending on time of day or time of month. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing I had to start doing was trading at like the London session because Londons were bad times for me to trade, right? But I mean, like you can trade any time frame, just depending on what you like. You got to know your frame though, right? Like I know a lot of people that they backdoor, they do like what's that shit called? It's like a new thing, like candle ray theory, CRT candle ray theory or whatever. And like all they do is create like a range. So like if this was a daily chart, they'll mark the high, the low, the open and the close of that candle, and then they'll trade the range based off of like a open, high, low, close setup of the next candle, right? So like that's fine, I guess, you know what I mean? But it's just not something that I do. But if you was on a day chart, it would make sense because if you was on a day chart trading it, that means that everything underneath it, you can find a window opportunity based off of just that candle, you know what I mean? And the personality of that candle. Um, but yeah, like nah, I mean like it's so much structure here. Like things that happen here is happening on a daily chart. It's just like it's just the daily chart is just moving up and down. And if you notice, that's what this big black ass candle is a day candle. So like I know that this day candle opened and then just crashed down. So when the news said earlier, oh, the market dropped 24 points, S&P 500, like it's gonna reflect here in NQ as well. All right, so right now I'm just waiting on two consecutive up close candles to form, where one is higher than the other. Right now, there's nothing I can do. I just got to sit on my hands. But we can look at some stats of so far today. I think we took like 3 losses so far. 3 losses, 2 losses. Well, it's really three. I say it's 3 losses though. 3 losses. Um, Really not that crazy though. So like all this is like we can get all this back. Especially once you see me win one, you'll understand like these don't even matter. Because like that first little setup, like I'll give you an example. Um, None of these work. Let's see which one actually was. No, 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 no. But let's just like say that I would have to hedge, I guess, because none of these really worked out. Um, but an example would be this would be a good example. My first target is this half deviation away. So at 2 contracts, I'm sorry, at 4 contracts, I'll take two off, which is basically 50% of the like risk, you locked in, right? My next target will be 1 contract off here, and then my next one will be here. So a lot of times, like even if this is like a $60 trade, you will take, you'll win 30 basically, but then you will lock in like, almost like 120, I guess. So the point was you'd be in 120 plus, 30, 150 off of a trade that was $6 risk. It's typically how this particular, risk management rule works. And then the recoveries are supposed to give you 30 back off of a $60 risk. So anyway, but you like when it's opportunity, you take them. If it's what you say, hold on. But with opportunity, you take them. But if it's, not giving you that, I don't force it at all. It just is what it is. Said on the daily, I look for swing lows and swing highs and fair value gaps. You have to break that down to me, bro. I don't really understand what you mean. I look for swing highs and swing lows. Um, because like what you think is a swing high, I don't think that would be the same for me. So I would have to understand exactly what you mean by that. I would have to know exactly what you mean by that, big bro. I don't think. I wasn't trying to fire you. I was trying to fire Bully. Juan, you can come up to the stage and talk too, bro. It's not limited to just me. I can spotlight me though, make it a little bit better, make the stream a little bit better. Um, but said if you want to come up, oh, you at the jet. You don't work, bro. Oh yeah, ain't you with Caesar unemployed? You don't work, dog. I'm proud of you, dog. That's what's up. Say you can come up too if you want to chop. Yeah. You talking about that green sign? Said right there where you have the green line. So that's what you think is that's what you consider a swing high. So for me, that would not be a swing high because they did not close above that. But typically speaking, that is like a general swing high for most traders. So it's not wrong. I just filter out those type of swings as swing highs. But that's you are correct technically. So we looking for a sale right now. The market has decided it's Monday though. Market decided, nah, fuck me. Yeah, bro. Like you really can. And sadly, I like the narrative is like that people tell you you can do it on your phone. I mean, Sid may tell you he do it on the phone. I don't, bro. And I need my laptop minimal. And like sometime during the week, I'm gonna start live streaming while I'm like out at the coffee shop doing my trading and stuff like that too. So it ain't gonna just be here in the office. But the point being is like you kind of need that tangible laptop and that window of opportunity to give you that. So if your job don't give you that, like I'm sorry, I wouldn't suggest it for most people. But I think that in most cases, like if you have any type of corporate job, you as long as motherfuckers ain't looking over your shoulder, breathing on your neck, like my brother was an engineer, he was doing his work and then he'll have a window open and he'll be looking at the chart. And he would actually place the trades on his phone, but he'll have a chart in front of him so he can like see it. So like I would suggest that, but like I would not be like, what I'm saying, on the phone or just winging it. Nah, it can be part time, but it's not something that I'll be risking it. I wouldn't risk it. And then the good part is, like, it's like if you lose connection to your phone, I mean, I guess you can do the same thing with your laptop, but like you don't want to risk, anything happening and then that trade open or you in the midst of placing with your thumb, you placing like a stop loss, you trying to get it right, you trying to zoom in, and then like the lag is there, it's up on your face, like nah, you don't want that shit. Nah. Oh, so higher up's gonna see me trading GameStop. I don't know how to explain. What you mean? Oh, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. I see what you're saying. I mean, you gotta build a relationship with them, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I'm sorry, dog. You gotta find a way to finesse that. You gotta find a way to finesse that, dog. I mean, but look, I ain't telling you what to do. I'm just telling you, you gotta find a way to finesse it. If you want to get out there off the porch, you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna have to do it, that some way, somehow, in that form, that way. That's the only way I can think. Request the stage. You gotta hit the stage button. You gotta request it like that. It should be on the bottom right, or if you're on your phone. Let me see if I got my phone. I can see if I can do it that way too. Yeah, you gotta request the stage. There it is. I think I got you. Yeah, yeah, you should be able to get in there now.
Huh?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, this is new to me.
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, all right, bet. I can hear you too now. It's good. You said this new to you?
Yeah. Nah, this app is.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, no, I like this one better because, like, like I can have people come up throughout the day. When I was on YouTube, just straight doing it from YouTube or whatever, it just be me talking the whole time, like I was, you know what I'm saying? But like this one, I can kind of treat like spaces, if you know what that is.
A little bit.
Yeah, good vibe though. So you been on the charts lately, or you done with it?
I ain't touched the chart ever since I lost my account. I ain't even looked at the chart. This is the first time I looked at the chart.
You gotta get off the porch, man. You gotta get off that porch, dog. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get back out there. What you gonna do? You wanna fund your own account, or what you trying to get off there and do the prop firms again?
Uh, I want to do prop forms again, but
Yeah.
also for my own account. But I just want to find a broker that I can trade on TraderView with, because all the
Which
other
for a prop
brokers,
firm or a broker? Which one?
brokers.
Tradeovate. That's all you need. That's my most trusted. Tradeovate, trading station. Like Tradeovate is definitely like my preferred one for trading view.
I know about TraderView, but I do know they like to lag a
Oh,
lot.
but you trading futures or you trading
I'm
for
futures.
okay, yeah, yeah. I mean it don't lag for me.
Well, when I was trading with Top Step, it would be lagging
You was on Top Step X or Top Step?
on Top Step.
I got you.
Then that's when they got rid of TraderVate,
For
because
real.
Ninja Trader had bought TraderVate out.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And that's the same thing. You can do Ninja Trader or Tradeovate. Yeah, you're right. Hold on, I think we got an opportunity about 30 seconds out. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I do think people who got hybrid work, they could definitely do it. Um, but like, nah, I mean, you just gotta be like, like I feel like if you locked in with your, wherever you work at, office job, you locked in where, you like some people, like even if you was working at McDonald's, bro, if you got that computer in the back, you should be fine, dog. You should be fine like a
You
motherfucker.
better do it on your break.
On your break or something, yeah. All right, so we got a trade, sell. All right, let's see if we can get this one to get triggered. I'm gonna go right here, and then my recovery gonna be up here at 6. Actually, I'm gonna put the 6 first. Put that 6 first. If we get triggered, then we'll do that. Let me put this on there too, just so I can know. Where the dealios?
I'm looking on my phone. It's kind of small.
Yeah, it's smaller than motherfucker. So that's what I'm gonna be working on throughout the week too. Is one reason why I'm just like practicing too. I'm looking at the tech. I gotta find a way to make this shit clear, bro. Um, which is what I was working with OBS before I started the stream. So, but yeah, the streaming shit, when you streaming charts, bro, it never work out like the way I want it to. Like it's never clear. Um, I don't know why. I think like at first I thought it was just like my screen, like the pixels or whatever resolution, but it no matter what I use when I stream it, wherever I'm sourcing it from, it always is horrible. It's grainy.
Mm.
Like I think even if I was gonna do it for like YouTube or whatever, I would have to just like go straight from like Streamlabs or whatever. But even Streamlabs, it's kind of mid though. So because I got these two up close candles right here, my next thing is gonna be looking at this candle can close higher than here, and I can trade it because at this point, like this candle's just not in the way. As long as it's underneath the high of this fair value gap, I'm gonna try to sell this low right here instead. Did that even close higher? What does that close? 93,725 high. Oh, that's the same shit. Fuck. That's not really worth the risk though. That's not really worth the risk. Fuck.
Mm-mm.
Hopefully this is a candle raid and we can eat off of that one.
Man, I've been eating off 5 minutes.
5 minutes good too. It's just like you don't get the same like intrinsic like I don't know how to say it now. Like the same detail. Like the 5 minute I feel like there's like you can't do raids. You just have to do just straight like almost like nuance and feel whenever you enter. Intricate. All right, so I'm looking at this candle now. I just give me one that's underneath and we should be fine. It can wick out. I just don't need to close out. As long as it don't close out, we should be fine. We should be fine for sure. I'm gonna move this up too because we're trading this candle. There we go.
Mm,
All right. So this one is just gonna have a stop loss, no recovery, because the stop loss and the recovery are just damn near the same thing. The target is going to be two right here, and then one here and one there. Well, I'll put it in as we go, so it is what it is. Luckily, on this one, we'll have more room, but I'm not really tripping whether we do or don't.
hmm.
With this candle raid, though, but see, this highest up close candle entry happened before this candle raid, but this candle raid though makes me want to like expand off of it. But I'm gonna just trade the one I saw first, so I ain't tripping.
I stopped posting about trading.
A lot of people feel that same way, which I don't even blame them. I don't even blame them. And I was looking at your page. I had to like go to like the end of it to see that you was trading. I don't even know how I got to it. I think I was looking at your fights or something, and I was trying to see what you was up to with the boxing shit. And then I was like, "Oh, this nigga trade." All right, so that one's done too. So that's 3 losses guaranteed locked in. That's an $80 loss on that one.
Yep, I've been trading since IML was out.
I could not do that IML shit, bro. I was in that shit too, like a motherfucker. Big dummy. I felt like a big dummy.
It felt the same way,
Like a big dummy. Like what the hell?
but
And then I got into an argument with one of the dudes who was like popping in it or whatever, bro. Like I got like I was in the shop and like, like one of the niggas he go to the same bar shop we go to, and it's like he like he had them chains on. He was talking real shit. Like I was like, man, I just don't believe you, bro. I don't believe you really like that, dog. All right, so this is gonna be a sale if I can get the trade in. If I can get the trade in, we should be fine.
I mean, I was looking for ways to make money in the seventh grade, and I came across Bitcoin.
Man, I had the opportunity to get in Bitcoin, and my white friend was telling me about it actually from Elkins, and bro, fucked it up. Just like wouldn't listen, thinking I know everything. He was like, it's gonna be worth this much money later. You should just get in, put like 150 in. I think it was like real cheap, like $30. I don't even know. Fucked it off. And then when I did buy in, I did it with Phil, and he kept calling me every day. So I just sold my shit and his shit because we went in together. And I just sold my shit, his shit, gave him his money back, and just mind my business. I just got tired of nigga calling me. He was like, "Oh, he's like, oh, bro, it's going down, it's going down." I'm like, "Nah, bro, don't even worry about it." All right, so this trade is not happening no more because it closed higher, bro. I hate that this is the first stream and the first example because right now we are dealing with indecision. Like this whole range is just not doing shit. Also glad I did not use the live account like I was planning. But like just understand, since we open, we have not left this range. Like that's the crazy part. The only good trade was the trade outside of the range that raided it and then came back and then just closed within it. Didn't even reach the other side. But like literally, this is all I'm working with. This ain't even a lot of money, by the way. It ain't even a lot of movement. Like the fuck,
Man,
that motherfucker is going sideways, literally. Like even if I traded structure, like this was shitty. Like this was the only trade. Maybe you eat off of that. Yeah, because this is the break low, swing high, swing high. Yeah, that would be the only trade that would have made sense. All the sales are cool actually though. That was cool. That was cool. But we took
That
those
was
though. We took both of those actually on the NQ. So tired of saying it, but now that we're above it, we're looking for buys again.
I see my setup.
Which one you looking at?
The buy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As I told you, it might go back to that fair value gap.
Last AP scores. Oh, okay. Whatever the fuck that means.
Yep. Every time I post something about trading, can you teach me? Mm, Leave me
I
alone.
mean, I'm glad people do want to get out there though. You know what I'm saying? I think more people like gotta understand the nuance of it though. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's not like a get rich type of situation. Like even like using today's statistics, like today we've lost 3 trades. Really, I say four. We lost 4 trades. But like at the end of the week, I'll be like fucking 20 for 32. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you can't take in your Mondays and you can't win on Thursday, which I expect Wednesdays and Thursday this week to be popping, I'm sorry, for the chart because that's where the news and the money at, the volatility. And but yeah, like it ain't no quick rich fast. You can't flip, $100 to a million in a month. Like that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like really put in work and take your time, learn, understand the risk mitigations and so forth. Like even what we did today, switching from NQ to the mini, I'm sorry, the micro, that was risk mitigation. So like now I can open more contracts. I can take on more leverage or less leverage, but more leverage at a slight lower cost. You see what I'm saying? And because of
Mhm.
that, I can go in, do more. Like I can open 4 contracts. I can take 2 off, and then I can use the rest to make money back. The other 2 contracts, I can use that to make money back that I lost in a particular trade. Um, and you can't do that unless you got large amount of cash if you was on the regular mini.
Yep.
But people don't know that though. So, like you can't just get out here off the porch and think that you finna flip a fucking $1,000. It's gonna be 2 next month. Like, nah, you ain't doing that shit, dog. Nobody really doing that shit for real though. Like the people who doing that, they've been trading for years and they got large amount of money backing them, you know.
I don't know. It just be annoying when they be in my DMs saying teach me, and I just lost a trade.
I just love Nah, for sure. It is irritating. Nah, I think the yeah, that's probably one of my biggest frustrations. I don't mind teaching somebody, but like I just don't think motherfuckers be committed though. They don't be committed to the grind. They just be talking, bro. So it's
And
like I can't even really go about it and help. We say yeah, I mean, I done seen crazy luck though. You know what I'm saying? I done seen some people get crazy. They just get like a moving averages. Like actually, I'll pull up one of my moving averages and show you like how simple it can be. What I do is a little bit more complex, Juan, but like most people, like my brother, I taught my brother how to trade, and he passed his prop firm. He was withdrawing like 5, 10 bands for like 3 months, and then after that, like he wasn't winning no more, and then like he had to give it up. And unfortunately, like I would say that that's the process for most people. It's like, you get some people get that beginner's luck, some people get that gratification of like seeing wins, and then like you don't know why you winning. You know what I mean? You don't really you took proof of concept, it worked scientifically, but exactly right. But you got to find ways to like actually know what the hell going on or be able to take the downturns. So like there's some times of the year when I trade and it's like I feel like I'm winning every trade. And like that is where like I can get caught up in like my own ego, you know what I'm saying? And there's sometimes like today as an example, if I get on the chart and like I'm losing every trade, I can feel like I'm the worst trader in the fucking world, which that ain't true.
yep, same thing happened to me.
Yep.
Winning, winning back to back. I was like, Man, watch this shit.
Watch this shit.
I bet I can make 1,000 right now. And I just picked it. I made it in front of my partner. I'm like, yeah, you wish you could do this. Then I did the shit again. Then I lost it.
Then I lost it. And that's typical, dog. Unfortunately, that's typical, dog. I'm so sorry that you even went through that. But like I'ma always tell you, like, bro, just keep going though. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't do it for no reason. You already here now, nigga. Keep going.
Oh, no, I ain't
So
quitting.
I'm looking at this potential raid here. We should be able to get in 12 seconds. See what we can do. It's actually a horrible trade, but I'm still gonna take it because it's presenting. There we go. All right. So as long as this candle doesn't close below this one, we should be fine. As long as it doesn't trigger it and fuck us over, we should be fine. Okay, it is triggered. And then we gonna sell 6. All right, let's see if we can get something out of this one. Right now, we still playing in this rangy ass window on Monday. All right. And then, um, but yeah, like, nah, my brother did it, went through that same situation. Look, and I think that, like, and he was taught well, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had my knowledge. He did ICT courses and shit like that. And spent, like, I want to say, like, at least 3 months, almost 6 months before actually hopping on the chart. But, but he's also an engineer. So I feel like that's a type of mind that's, like, built for that type of stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't feel like a lot of people can just come off the street. You was just doing nothing, no mathematics, no data and analytics, no quant, no nothing, no literature either, and then you just trading. Like I don't think that's for most people. No people for sure.
I mean, I taught my homeboy how to trade.
That's what's up.
He was doing a practice account on top stuff, and he got it up to 4,000.
On
And
the demo,
yeah, on the demo, then
okay.
come the real deal, he lost it.
Golly,
I told him like it's gonna be a
that's
time you're gonna be greedy, and I said you got greedy. Then he's like, yeah,
yeah, yeah. Because especially like, and that's one of my guess like my biggest things. It's like especially like during the day of trading. If I reach my target or I get close to it, so like usually be like $1,000 in a day. But if I get like 700, I'm okay. You know what I mean? Like I ain't really gonna try to push it. Um, I ain't gonna try to push it at all. Like I'm just gonna eat off of what I have and then move to the next day.
yeah. See me, I ain't really have no realistic goal. As long as it goes to my favor, and I just trail my stop loss, and whatever I get, I get.
Whatever I get, I get. Yeah, I'm with that, bro. Whatever I get, I get. I mean, and especially like, and once we get like one of those like trades that like I said, it's hard now because right now we're in the range. But like once we get trending charts or trending markets or markets that are moving away to some degree, I usually pace my stop loss around fractals anyway. Other like the trailing stop around fractals. So usually like okay, so we got that money back. So that's the recovery trade. That's one of the examples of a recovery trade right there. Um, but like, so like for instance, like if I was to get in on the one example we had up here, once we reach like target one, which is this black line, like I would look at fractal. So this is a fractal. Let me just mark it off. This is a fractal. This is a fractal, and then that's the first fractal, which we traded anyway. And as we move lower, or as fractals form lower, I'm just trading the two back essentially, two away. So if this was the one, if the trade was still open, if this was the trade, the fractal, I would trade not this one. I'm sorry, not this one, but one, two. I'll put my stop loss up here. And then as we move lower and lower and lower, I would just put it two back, stop loss two back, and just give it enough room to breathe as it's trailing. but that's also in consideration of the fact that like I have target lines too, so it's not just like open willy nilly. But the reason why I put that in there because there are like these long term swing trades that I have to like keep in mind. Usually when we have like a day chart set up, which I get in that as we like get towards the end of the stream. Um, but if I get like a long term swing trade up, then like that's when I would be more inclined to like do like the two stop loss breather. I'm sorry, two fractal back breather for a stop loss that's trailing. Because after you get because you got when you have like a long term trade, we'll get from here to four fast. Like the money will come super fast within like minutes, and then you wondering like, oh shit, like what the hell I'm gonna do next? Like I got this one single candle or this one single trade open. I know it's a long term possibility. What I'm gonna do? And it's like, well, at that point, I can only use like market structure, fractals, like simple trading strategies to kind of keep the shit going.
Mm.
He said, I guess own ego and greed can be the cause of a loss. Well, like also like just to be truthful, like just data, like it's just the point of data, like it's almost like going to a gym. Like you can be in the gym all the time. You don't always lose weight. You don't always gain muscle. There's a lot of things that go into it that are like nuance. The way you eat, how much you pushing, your body's just like getting used to the way that you working out, so you got to pivot and change the way you work out. So like that is typically it, so you just got to stick to your routine and stick to the plan when you're in the gym. So like yeah, I do think ego and greed are a cause of loss, but like losses are natural in trading. Like nobody is hitting at 100% clip. nobody Nobody's
Mm.
like most niggas ain't even at 80. Most niggas ain't touching 70. The best traders are at 80 and 70 in their like like I want to say when they're in a flow state. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really if like you in a quarter and your market analysis pinpoint everything lined up from the macro to the micro, then you may be at an 80% clip. But most time, bro, a lot of these boys are eating off of 40, 50% win rates, bro. I'm telling you. And that's the ones who are with it and winning. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, it's like, you just gotta understand it come with the game, bro. It come with the game. So you can't be out here like some people who be trading, they be trading their whole account size on a one trade. Like that's something you cannot do at all. You cannot do that at all.
Don't do it.
No, it's fine. Yo,
Then
hey
you
man.
got some traders out here using demos, so
Yeah, but
gotta
I
be
mean, I
careful
rather
with
I rather them niggas use demos though. Like I don't talk to the demos people no more, bro. Because I rather you get used to it, get accustomed to it, build that habit. Like, cause for our lifetime, like how old are you said?
about 27.
Oh, you younger than me? I thought you were older than me. Said that's what's up, bro. I'm 29. So we got like 60 years on this earth. You know what I'm saying? If the first 30 years of that is just you becoming a good trader, and then the last 30 is you reaping the benefits of that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a good life though. You know what I mean? Because you're like how much money trading can make. You know what I'm saying? So if the first 30 years was you stacking your bread and you learning, like that's a great outcome. You know what I'm saying? Especially because you can go into your 80s still trading. You know what I'm saying? Prime
Oh
and get
nah.
better. You know what I mean?
I mean, for me, I just cut out everything. I literally stopped playing the video games, stopped going
Oh
out
yeah, for sure, for sure.
just to get it down. Everybody was like, "What's it? What's it?" I'm in the house studying ICT.
ICT, baby.
I gotta get this down.
So he said, so we got 4 years to eat and 60 to enjoy. Exactly. Exactly, bro. No, I mean, like, and that really should be the mindset is like, get your shit down pat, bro. And like Juan, bro, you got access to me. So like if you ever want to get on and I can break down the different ways you can trade, like that's just like that's what I'm good at. I done studied so many different styles, so many different people shit. Like it ain't no game to me. Like this shit is real to me forever. You know what I'm saying? So like there's so many ways you can do it. Even if I was to show you how to do a daily chart, like day trade. I'm sorry, swing trade on a day chart. Like you can do that. You just got to be able to use like you have to damn near go to like forex, but trade futures on forex brokers or some shit. But you can do it and then like use micro candles and micro lots and shit.
See, with Forex, I stopped dealing with Forex. I was
But you know
winning,
they
but I
brokers
was
are cool though.
forex. I was winning, but I was still losing. Like the market was going to my favor, all the way
For
to my
real.
favor, and I was still sitting at negative.
What the fuck? It deleted my time period. All right, that's what I'm looking for. All right, cool. Oh no, no, no. It still deleted it. Hold on. What the fuck? Do you remember that? There it is. Yeah, yeah. I was like, bro, what the fuck? That's what I'm looking for. I didn't even know I deleted that shit. I was looking for this vertical line right here. All right, so I'm done with this window. This is a fucking L. This is a L window, bro. This is um. He
Did
said
you?
Forex not with the one with people chanting. What you talking about? What's Forex with? No, Forex is the market, like foreign exchange. What are you talking about? People chanting. What are you talking about? I'm trying to know. What is he talking about? Is that like a
Oh,
group
you
or
talking
something?
about the forex groups?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. But nah, Forex. So this is what I said. You see what that shit did? People who don't know think Forex is MLM shit, dog. Nah. Forex is an
IML is
actual.
it's
It's an
over with.
actual market. But like IML and all them groups, they have multi-level marketing schemes based off of Forex though. Like I know it's another group that got multi-level marketing schemes based off of pharmaceuticals. You know what I'm saying? Like pharmaceuticals is a real industry, but they built a multi-level marketing group for that particular industry. You know what I'm saying? But people didn't know what Forex is. What you finna say? Say my bad.
I said IML over with. I don't even see them no more.
But there are other ones I think. There got to be some more. I don't fuck with them anyway, so it don't matter to me. Yeah, I don't fuck with them at all. What is that? How
That's
many
when
lost?
I
One,
got
two, three,
reintroduced to that in
four.
2019.
What is that? Introduced to what?
Back to trading, because when I was going to school, all I looked up on YouTube was Bitcoin, and then I got money out of Bitcoin. Then I left it alone. Then here come 2019. Somebody introduced me to forex trading. Trading a demo, and everybody was like, "What you think it's gonna do? It's gonna buy or sell?" So I just took a long look at it, and I was like, "It's gonna sell," and I was like, "No, no, no, no." I was like, "Yes, it is," and I still clicked sell. Tell me why everybody lost and I won.
You won. But that was your instinct though, huh? Or what you said? What how you get there?
I mean, I was going with the if it's what's that old saying, when it's at the lowest, that's when you buy. When it's at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
high,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's
Exactly.
what I was going off of. So after that demo, I put in one contract of 5 lot, went to sleep, woke up to 10,000,
Oh
and I was like, yeah, I don't need y'all no more. I'm
no,
gonna
yeah,
go for
yeah, nah, for sure. Nah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like when I first got in, I was in IML and I was in like monetary financial group, right? And I remember when I first got on the chart, I was asking them like, how does this structure shit work? Like, what is the shit? And I was like, and they was like, yeah, yeah, make sure you only on like the 1 hour chart or the 15-minute chart. And I was like, nah, bro, that data don't move fast enough, bro. And so like I'll be on the one. I was to look at the 1 minute chart when I first got started. And then over the next 4 years, I moved away from it because I didn't know how to understand data at the time. You know what I'm saying? But then eventually, after I understood data, I was like, bro, like this shit is really not complex, bro. But it's just so much noise, especially when you're getting in. You're dealing with social noise. You're dealing with like losses. You're dealing with your internal thoughts. Like, am I smart enough? Can I do it? What the fuck is going on? This is all unfamiliar to me. And then, after like my 4 or 5 year mark, is where I really got into like really profiting off of my trading, understanding like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do on the chart. Fuck what they doing. This is how I move. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hmm
and after that, like shit, it's been straight since. Like I say, bro, I done studied so many people's shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So much people shit. And I think everybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that it's too much of this going on. Too many motherfuckers like always talking, always trying to think they smarter than the next person. Like, bro, like y'all nigga, like, oh, that's what I was gonna show this nigga earlier. what's my shit called? These let me move this out the way so we still see the chart. Is that a fair value gap? I think we got us one, boys, for this session. This is gonna be the last session I trade today before I have to get up out of there. But where's that multi? My favorites, multi uh moving averages. I want to say that's the one. I see. I think that's the one. And then my no, that's not the one. That's crazy. Hold on, let me go to this chart real quick because I know it's here. It's not there. Is it here? It is not there. What the fuck? I lost my indicator again. Y'all done see me lose two indicators today. That is a damn shame. I can't be talking about 5 years and shit. Niggas losing indicator. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Hold on one second. Hold on, motherfucker. Nah, bro, that's a shame, dog. Here, there it is. You see, that's how I know it's it because it's already populated. So as a trader, bro, you could just simply focus on. Oh yeah, we got our fair value gap. Hold on, before we get started on that shit, I'm gonna look at this fair value gap right here, and we just waiting on. And this was much smaller, so we should. It's gonna either flip a lot, or we're gonna have way more opportunity to like stay on one side. So,
That look like equal highs up there.
well, this one already ran, so only
Nah,
yeah, so it ran one already. It'd be different if this one was a little lower, because then you'll have two liquidities open. So at this point, you just got this liquidity set right here. So what it would do if it's gonna go higher, it's gonna take this one and use it to push to that. But I'm with you. But then like now if you like just traded moving averages, the moment this white candle close, I mean this white line is above this black line, you just look for everything that's either a CISD or a structure that shifts up. So you got candles lows, two up close candles, all right, so this leg closed lower. All right, you know, this leg closed lower. All right, this leg closed lower. And until you get a breaker structure, which is this right here, your break structure, you can trade anything from here up above this line. You know what I'm saying? So that would have been one, two, three big trades that would have been able to happen off of just moving averages. Bro, trading can be so simple for people. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta know what you're looking at and know and be patient. Wait for the opportunity. Don't just be like, oh, it's almost there. No, like wait, you got the moving averages above the black line. Wait for structure, and that's it. You can eat,
yep.
and that's just like simple shit.
You gotta have a lot of patience.
Yeah, a lot though, low key. But that's why I just pick my windows. I just trade my windows. If it's not there, it's up. You know what I mean? Like, all right, you ain't gotta do too much. This is we're gonna be on the chart for about 2 hours, I think, 2 hours and 40 minutes, or 2:48 or whatever. So pick my windows, pick my battles, win with my losses, lose with my wins. It's good.
Try to trade on his phone.
No, you can't do that, big dog. You can't do that. Get you an iPad. Download Trader. Get your iPad.
I mean, yeah, you can get that. I passed my first challenge on my phone.
That's a good vibe, though, for sure. That's definitely an accolade. I just gotta see that shit. I gotta be into. I gotta be able to move a mouse or something, move a touchpad or something. I can't be zooming in, pinching in and shit. I can't do it, dog. I hate that shit. But you know what? I will say this though. Trading views, my mobile phone shit is much better though than like MT4 and MT5 and shit.
Yeah,
That shit ran out of power, bro.
I remember I accidentally got into the trade and I still won.
You said what now?
I said I remember I accidentally got into the trade and I still won.
That's good. That's a good vibe. Is this shit working, bro? Yeah, it's working. All right, cool.
I use unicorn.
What's
Break a
that?
block.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
The unicorn strategy.
Oh, for like that time of day shit?
Uh-uh. This is for ICT unicorn.
Yeah. It's the one that happens like between the kill zone, right?
Nah, that's the silver bullet.
Oh, okay. You talking about the unicorn where like if flips twice?
Say for instance, it goes at you gotta have two high highs and a low.
Uh-huh.
And once you see two higher highs, then it goes down, and you wait to the for the FVG to come,
Okay.
and then
And you
once
get that,
you
so you get two higher highs and a swing low?
you see it on this I can you see how the that big old candlestick on the first one, no, when you go, where's that right now?
Mm-hmm.
You see how it had broke below that little two white candlesticks? No, over here.
This
Well, no, all the way over where is that right now? Where price at right
yeah,
now?
yeah, 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 right here.
Well, now where is that right now? Like
Okay.
go up some more, right there. You see how that black candlestick had broke that low, where
Yeah,
them two white lines at?
yeah.
That's a breaker block. Now, also it's a fat value gap. If it goes above and get in that fat value gap, that's a unicorn.
Okay. If it
And
goes
that's
above into it, I got
yeah, they say that's the most powerful. It is in my eyes because I didn't seen it happen before. But ICC say that's the most powerful strategy there is because
you. Yeah, that nigga
it's
be
two
capping too sometimes, but it definitely can work. His
it's
strategy
two
definitely can work.
Peter rays together.
Oh, in that setup? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Shit, luckily we got our own page like got to work off of too. So that's what's up. You said what is my boy asked me what system am I trading or am I using? You talking about like the platform or like my strategy per se? Trading View is the current platform that you're looking at. And then I usually my live trades or my brokers are off of TraderVate. So you can look up TraderVate. I can put that in the chat if you want me to. But TraderVate and or this is Trading View, which you can actually like trade live through them too, but you gotta like get a broker regardless. Um and then yeah, I got you. And then the amount of bread to have, it really just depends on the instrument you're trading. So like even if you was trading Bitcoin, you're gonna need like 10 mans. If you was trading these minis though, right? I'm sorry, yeah, these minis, I'm sorry, I keep messing it up. Let me not tell you the wrong thing. If you're trading these micros, you can really like $500 be on that motherfucker though. You know what I'm saying? You need like a rack 1500, you'd be fine. But it's just the instrument. Every instrument has a different leverage and requirement based off of that instrument and that particular instrument class. So the class has a leverage, a margin leverage, and then the instrument has a cost to it as well. So you just got to be able to know like what you're doing, specifically which ones you're looking for, and then that way you can kind of gauge it. But like that's all on CME Group or whatever brokers you're working through. You can see that.
Yep.
What you up to today? Said
I ain't doing nothing today.
that's a bad. That's a
I
whole
ain't
bad. You got to
doing
get with
nothing.
me though. I'm gonna be in the city sometimes too, bro. Live streaming while I'm trading and shit like that. I'm trying so I don't always be at the house and get bored. So I'm gonna be at some coffee shops in the morning if you ever want to pull up with me or some shit. And usually like at night or during the evening after I'm done eating and shit, I go smoke some hookah at these lounges. So we can get on stream and talk some shit too if you ever want to pull up on that shit with me.
I'm cool with that.
Yes, a bet. I'm gonna put this. This is Tradeovate one. I'm gonna put that in the chat. And you can look up some of those little leverages, and it's going to be underneath trading. And I want to see margins, which you want to look at, and that's just going to be based off of the trades you open. And then the first link above is going that's already in the chat. It's called CME Group, and you have to like go research each asset class. So if give you a shortcut, go look at ES in and NQ micros and minis is where you want to start. But then everything after that is just If you're looking at, they got Bitcoin futures, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go look at Bitcoin futures and get
Yeah,
on
I
that if
seen
you want
that.
to.
I seen that. I was like, what the hell? They got Bitcoin?
Bitcoin on the on CME group, nigga. And there's other groups too. So CME is the one that I fuck with, but there's other ones for other stocks specifically. So Nasdaq, I think is on this one. But I mean, damn, I don't know. They got the 30, but it's another one for I want to say options or for stocks individually. You can trade those charts individually. I did not click on that.
Oh yeah, I would have ate off that. That's my strategy.
I just didn't get an entry, so I wouldn't have been able to eat. If I got an
Nah,
entry,
that
would have been
that little
fine.
break, that little breaker block right there where you at, I would have ate
Hmm.
off that.
Yeah, I just did like I don't trade the breakers per se. I need like to I try to scale into the breaker and scale out. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hmm. And then some of my streams, I'm gonna be working on my algorithm. Right now, I'm just trying to find the verbiage and literature as I'm talking to AI. I'm working on Claude. Actually, I work on all three. I'll be on Claude, I'll be on Grok, and I'll be on Chat. And I got like project folders on each of them. And so I'm taking like my terminology, I'm trying to like teach it exactly what I'm saying. And I gotta find better ways to like communicate with the bot or communicate with the AI. And then that way I can just get the code for me. But Claude right now I'm having the most success. So some of my streams are gonna be with that too, where I'm just like going through some of my like workarounds on how I'm trying to build the bot or build the rules and shit like that. On top of that, you know, I was like, man, I want to get back on the chart. I want to start streaming shit like that. So I just like put all this together in one night. Algos and Candles, the whole playback shit. I might change the name. It might be like chart and chat. You know what I'm saying? Charts and chatter. I don't know, but I was just trying to pick something simple out the way, um, to where I can like, you know what I'm saying, offer a space to where motherfuckers come fuck with me throughout the day while I'm trading and shit.
Yep. That don't sound bad.
Good vibes. Man, I looked it up. I was doing some research, man. It's like a bunch of little coffee shops that offer like lounge areas and shit all over Houston, bro. And they like pressure though, like they fire though. You know what I mean? I was like, oh yeah, I gotta check them out. I got like a list of 50. I'm gonna pull up on all them motherfuckers. I'll pull up on all the motherfuckers.
Yeah. So I was at D.L. Wood's house.
Yeah,
Yeah, he teaching people how to trade.
yeah.
Big ass mansion. I'm like, ooh.
Man, I got a homie. I got three homies in Chicago that trade. One of them I'm close with, and like they be on that motherfucker. They really trade options. They don't trade futures, nothing. But they be on that shit like real life, like $1 million accounts. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you got that much account, bro, you can take on like 4 lots and eat off of just making like 20, 30 bands a month. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a way of life.
Say, man, shit.
That's why it's hyper dependent on like where your funding is at. If you got a lot of funding, bro, you can really eat. But if you ain't got no funding, like you gotta get it out the mud.
Yep. Some people be taking a risk. They
Yeah.
be like, they get business funding and put this shit in there.
Which I support, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping on them.
Cause I'm following somebody named KJ, and he always trade UJ.
EJ?
Yeah, GJ UA.
Oh,
What?
GJ, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I do GJ, yeah.
he always trade that, and he made a little group, and he was like, in his journey, he was damn near homeless. Him and all his 8 brothers, and his mother staying in a hotel,
That's a
and
great story too.
he basically did exactly what I did. Stayed in the room all day, then come out until he get his trading down. Then
Yep. Yep.
next thing I know, he said he went in there, he got a business funding for $20,000, and he put all that in there. Then he flipped that shit down there to a half a mil.
This is not financial advice. I gotta say that shit because this is YouTube. I got YouTube going and I got X going. Cause not financial advice. But what I will say is that if you really, you know what I'm saying, got your shit down pat, like taking a financial business loan to trade, like I got like 4 LLCs. Taking that loan to trade is definitely worth it because like I mean, they'll come for it, but they not coming for it though. You know what I'm saying? like I don't know how to put it. Just the risk is there, but you know you can find ways to get that shit off your credit, or you could just be like fuck it and shit like that. But like yeah, like that's other people money. That's bank money. Like nigga, they don't care for that small 20, 30, 50,000.
As I say, OPM, other people money.
Exactly.
I always come across a video, how do I get rich using other people money?
Exactly.
They say you don't pay taxes on other people money.
So what I'm doing now is I'm actually getting my IUL life insurance policy, right? And I'm actually going and I'm getting a index it's called index fund, something like that. Index something. My fucking financial advisor was telling me. And so I'm just gonna put my actual lump sum cash I have in that first. And then in 2 years, I'm gonna just really fund myself. So between now and the next 2 years, I'm gonna just be trading um prop firms, just kind of keeping my shit refined, making whatever little money I can get off of that. But once after them 2 years, I can take loans out against myself, my life policy, my life insurance policy, and like then if I pass away, all that debt get paid off. It don't go to my children or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna do. But for a lot of people who don't, you know what I'm saying, want to take that time or be patient or take that risk, like, you know, you could just
I heard
shit.
about that before.
How you is. How you is, my boy.
Yeah, I gotta get my LLC.
The LLC is just a quick way, you know what I'm saying?
I've been supposed to get it. I just didn't know what bank to get it with, but now I do.
All right, we got one of those targets. The next target is gonna be this one.
Man, I would have ate off this trade. I'm getting
I'm eating
mad.
off I'm eating off of it now, bro. I'm eating off that motherfucker right now.
Eesh. But most likely, I'm only looking for swing lows, swing highs, and fair value gaps.
So like that's really like so I look at liquidity, which is something that like we'll get more in touch. I'll get you on that too in a little bit. But like that's really like if you're looking for you know how you got a swing low, right? And then you got a swing lower low, so that continuation. I used to inverse trade. So if you got a swing low extreme, I'll just trade that extra swing low, that extended swing low, and then I'll buy into that and just get some of that range back. You feel what I'm saying? And so like
Uh-huh.
and then if I'm and that's just like continuation trade or well it's just like CISD break and structure trade. But if I'm gonna go with it, I'm gonna wait for a pullback into that same range. So if I got that swing low, there should be a pullback that does not swing high. It just should be like a retracement essentially. I'm going to wait for a CISD to go, well, really a swing high, which is retracement, and then the change of state of delivery, and I'm gonna trade that state of delivery candle. You know what I'm saying? But like
Hmm.
it's just one of the things where like if you just trade extremes, like you really should be fine though. If you just trade just the whatever's the furthest out or the furthest within. You know what I'm saying? So the furthest within or the furthest out, you can really be I would say comfortable in whatever you think is happening with that. But like kind of what you saw me started with within that first session where it's a lot of noise going on, I would just tell most people to wait until they get outside that range if you just not like because like right now I'm doing like statistics trading, you know what I'm saying, based off of like, opportunity, every opportunity that I'm going, every opportunity I'm going. But if you want to be very, deliberate about it, I would just only trade extremes.
Hmm. So when you trading, do you have a target? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my first target was this orange line. Do you see that orange line right there? It's kind of on the stream. It's kind of small, kind of
yeah, I
light.
see it.
Yeah, so that's my first target. My second target is this black line, and then my third target is this red line, which is my finished target. My targets are set based off of the candle that I'm trading, particularly. So that's why you keep seeing me move them up and move them down and shit like that. And so, and then, so I'm not really using like I'm not using like I'm working within the structure or within the liquidity. So I'm not trying to like so if my trade ends up going outside that structure, that's just extra shit. You know what I'm saying? But like if I got like a range and I can get 30 to 50% of that range is my profit, I'm happy with that shit, bro.
Hmm. 'Cause I
I'm
be
happy with
aiming
that shit.
for fair value gaps, old fair value gaps to be retested.
But the thing is with fair value gaps, they populate so much. You know what I'm saying? They populate so much. So you gotta be like, it's I mean, you just it's always there. So it can get confusing is basically what I'm trying to say. Or it can get noisy. Let me just say that. It can get noisy.
Hmm.
My boy Brando told he said, "What do I think about oil?" Oil is one of the funnest and hardest instruments to trade, bro.
I tried
Funnest and
that.
hardest. that that motherfucker moves, man.
I tried it and I don't like it.
That motherfucker, yeah, exactly. That motherfucker move though. Hey, don't it? that motherfucker be going. That motherfucker be going, and then like I'll trade a 9:30, basically the 9:30 to 12 o'clock window, right? So if you on oil, bro, oil move when it want to. Like nigga, it ain't gonna all like oil will move when it feel like it. Only like oil will move when news hit only.
Yep.
And it don't and it don't move on every news either. So oil go off of like I want to say go off of our partners, our trading partners and their currency and US dollar. So some US dollar news, it don't even care about oil. Oil don't even care about
Yep. That's the fastest I ever seen zero.
it. Chill, bro. You gotta stop leveraging so much there. This nigga hilarious.
So I was like, fuck oil, I'm going straight to gold. Fell in love with gold, got my money back.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up though.
But it's something about NQ and gold, even though I haven't traded gold in a minute.
It's a good question, said. They say so people enter the day with a number they want to make. I think most traders do, but that's based or contingent on like your expectations off of your account size and your normalcy, right? So like if I was trading NQ regular, I'll be looking for $1,000 a day. But because I'm trading this, I probably look for like 300. You know what I'm saying? 300, 350 max a day. You know what I'm saying? And so but like at the same time, it could be like if I because I'm leveraging so little and like my risk and shit is managed properly, I can trade the whole day and probably reach 1,000. But like think about it, like the more I expose myself to the totality of the day, the more chances I am at losing whatever I make. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta like really be habitual about what you're doing. If I'm only trading the two 9:30 window to 12, then like I'm or 9:30, then like 10 or it was like 10:48, 10:38. I'ma just only look at those and just eat off of that. So if some days I just make 200, I'm cool with that, bro. But like some days, and this is where like like having a number works out in the favor. Cause like if I have $1,000 target and I hit that within my first trade, a lot of people gonna say I'm gonna keep trading. Nah, fuck that, not me. Mm-mm. Nigga, if I'm at 980, I'm good.
I
If
mean,
I'm go ahead.
me personally, I had a set goal because I wanted to make $1,000 a day.
Hmm.
But ever since I had that set goal, I make it and I lose it.
Right.
So that's why I got the mindset. I'm leaving with something. I don't give a fuck what
I'm
it
leaving
is.
with something, motherfucker. You feel me? So yeah, nah, I'm going. Give me my goddamn 300, my 350, my 5. I'm eating. I'm good. Cause like I'm trying to stack winning days. You feel me? Like if you go to my Instagram one, I know said you see my Instagram, like my stats show you like, okay, you can see he went in consecutive days of like $250 or more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm gonna eat off of that. If I'm up, I'm gonna stay up. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to like give it back in no shape or form. And so even and like bro, even if I was up and seeing like neutral days where like I was up 300 and then down back 250, I'm gonna keep that 50 or I'm gonna lose that. If I was down 350, I'm gonna lose my, I'm just done with negative 350. Because it's like at some point in time, like you just gotta understand what the market giving you, and then like again, you work in your window. So like I just believe in segmenting yourself to like something that's constant, because the only things you can really control is like the time of day you trade and how much risk you involved in that trade. So because of that, I'm only going in with like, all right, bet if my shit don't happen within these windows, I'm not in that shit no more. I'm done. Like I can't keep forcing nothing, you know.
Yep.
Now I will say this though: the unique thing about it is if I'm if I'm waiting on a trade and nothing happens for my windows, then that just means that the market is delaying the data. So like it's just pushing it forward. If we spent the first hour, 2, 3 hours, and there are no opportunities, then like I will wait until the later part of the day as more and more shit happen, because that's where the volume is coming. Like some days news is at 1 o'clock versus at 9 a.m. You know what I'm saying? And so the market won't even do shit, won't give you nothing until 12, 12:30, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So then in that case, I got to trade after my windows.
Yeah, cause I be trading in the morning and at nighttime.
I can't do that night trading no more, said. I can't. I can't, bro. I cannot.
Ooh, you must have lost big on them
And it's
days.
not personality. Like, nah, motherfucker be tired too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the times on the chart are Eastern. When I'm saying 8:30 a.m., I'm talking Central. So 8:30 a.m. is 9:30 Central. The market open at 9:30. You know what I'm saying? Or at least like the market open all the time, but the market for where like the real trading and the volume is coming is at 9:30.
Yep. Feel like you want to test that fat rag up there.
It may go back up to it. We can eat off of that one too if we go back up there.
But yep.
Also, I don't stack trades either. So there were other opportunities to add to this trade. I could have did it, but I don't do that, and I really don't do it at all. Like there are some scenarios where I'll consider it, but like I'm not stacking trades. So, and when this trade ends is when I'll open the next trade. I won't be like, oh, it's another one set up that happened, because like and what just happened from when we opened this trade to where we are now, I done seen probably 4 opportunities to add more, entries, and some of them would have lost. You know what I'm saying? So now I would have gave back money that I earned just that fast by just not sticking to my plan.
The market closed at 5. Really 4.
4, yeah, 4. Hell yeah. Man, this motherfucker Mondays, boy, I tell you, dog. Mondays. And to be real with you, like, especially when I mean, eventually I get to this, I'll host like IRL trading where I'll get a spot, rent out a spot or whatever, and I can host like event brights and shit like that. Because I don't want to build like a nice little community and shit. I think I told you that already said. And so my thing was is that um I wanted to, I guess I don't know how to put it, bro. Like I just want to be able to do it live where other people can see it and shit like that. So like I don't want to teach people, but I want to like have that culture where like it's positive for traders to be around.
So basically, what you're saying, you want more traders around.
Yeah, more traders around.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
'Cause I've been trying to do that too, but everybody that I done came across trying to sell me that damn course, I'm like, I'm profitable already. I don't need that.
yeah, yeah. I ain't with all that. I ain't with all that. My hopes, if I'm only type of partnerships I'm looking for niggas that know how to code. I'm saying? Like, if you know how to code, come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I code a little bit myself. If you know how to code, come holler at me. We can put together an algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And we can sit back and watch it grow. But I ain't trying to. Nah, I ain't trying to get into no. Like for what? Why? As you, if the money's on the fucking chart, why are we talking about courses, bro? The money on the chart.
What is that? That's all. Like, nah, I'm good.
All right, so we do have an opportunity to get in here. I could open this trade right here. Um, it's already went without me. Two. I'm gonna do the four.
I had people tell me I'm a scam until I had posted that top step thing on my page.
Yeah, that's because like I said, it's what people be saying. Like what Juan said, ain't that MLM shit? You know, it's like that's what
Yeah,
everybody
I,
think.
I had to post a top step certificate. I'm like, yeah, I'm certified in this.
You
I
know what I'm
ain't
talking
no
about?
scam. I done passed three 50Ks account and a 100K account.
It's good money, bro. It's good money.
Yeah, the only thing with me I'm still dealing with is that damn news and greed.
Yeah, that's why like I filter for news. So like I just say I'm gonna get my windows, eat before news, eat after news or whatever. Stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? If I'm like, greedy, I guess I just manage that by just knowing like what my objectives are. Like my objectives really keep me away from greed, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Like even me saying I'm trading this white candle, I'm taking like I basically what this white candle is, it's a whole range, right? And this yellow line is half of that candle away. If I can just get half of that candle, I'm in a net neutral opportunity. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
at that point, like I can't even be greedy unless like you know what I'm saying. Like my greed is just me opening trades at that point.
I think my greed kick in when I want to hurry up and get finished with this damn challenge.
I get that. I get that. Yeah, I'd have been right. No, honestly, I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. That has happened to me, but because I have skill, I can like I didn't open a trade when I just needed $50 more and just won. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's greed to me. And I feel like that's cool, but it's not acceptable. You feel what I'm saying? So if it was up to
Hmm.
me, I'd be like, nah, just stay out of the chart, bro.
Yeah, it was one of those days. They want me to be consistent, and first trade I've got $2,000.
First trade made 2 bands.
Yup, first trade made 2 bands, and they wanted me to be consistent. I was like, shit, it's kind of hard.
I don't know what you mean, dude. You say I think it's better to enter with the mindset where you need to earn in terms where you need to be in terms of earning. What do you mean? Tell me what you mean by that, Juan, or what you asking.
I mean, shit, if you're in a trade, it's gonna mess with your psychology, demons, all types of stuff gonna be messing with
Oh yeah, like yeah, but like so that's where like the community come in. That's where like the realism come in. Like if you know what to expect in trading, it is much better to know your goals. You know what I'm saying? So like it's much easier to know your goals too. And so with that being said, like yeah, you should know go into it understanding like this isn't a get rich fast. So my goal is to make three, four, five a day or come out the week, at 1,500 or more. You know what I'm saying? The 2 bands or more, depending on what your like goals are. It's better to know that than just be like willy nilly it. But like at the same time, if your mindset is take what I can get, then the goal shit is like secondary. But if your mindset is take what I gotta reach my goal, then you're gonna be stressing yourself out. Like said just said, like he was like, I needed to get that past that challenge or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
you. Yep, you don't want to do that.
He
Cause you're
said,
gonna
"You don't
be
want to do that."
you're gonna be walking back and forth like, damn, what I
Mad
do
and
now?
shit. Gonna punch the wall and shit. Mad
Yep,
fuck.
and that's when you question yourself: should I continue trading or should I quit?
Yep.
But I done passed more challenges than what I lost, so I ain't tripping.
No, that's a good look though for sure.
I'd say a profit better than a salary any day. So
I fuck with that. But at this day, I'm gonna tell you something. Said I'd rather niggas do both.
yeah,
If you can get you a salary that, like, even if it was 30,000, right? If you can get you a salary and you got a window to trade, I feel like you can eat long term.
yep, that's true. I done seen 9 to 5 people quit their job
Hmm.
and went strictly trading. Yeah, I know some people younger than me that's not working right now trading.
For real.
Yeah, yeah, they got what he made yesterday? He made $24,000.
Yeah, that's a
Lost.
good life right there, my boy. And so, like, and that's where, like, it's good to talk about that too. Like, seeing $20,000, like, that's where you know that that's a lump sum, and if you can do that, you know, twice a month, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about profiting that twice a month, and you can walk away with 40. That's a great life. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be smart. This is tactical, bro. You just got to be tactical. That's all. Like,
Shit,
I don't think everybody can just walk in and get $20,000 a month. You know what I'm saying?
you never know. Some of them make that shit a day.
That's my point. Yeah, exactly.
My goal is get like what 5 accounts
There you go. Have them
and
mirror trade. Mm-hmm.
yeah, copy trade.
Copy trade. Yep.
And my goal what 750 a day,
Mm-hmm.
30 days, 750. That
Yeah,
should
this is
be
one
around.
challenge where you can take 500 and then, like, your 500, basically you just basically trading basically 100 of that, risking 100, 100, 100, 105 times, and then the goal is to, like, flip that to a million. I think if you could do it, if you can win 7 or 11 times, I forget what it was, but they flipped 100 compounded like 7 or 11 times. It was like $1 million, but that's hard to do. You got to win, like, in a row at all risk,
Yeah, that's gonna stress me out.
for real. Because look, the moment you get into that, the real money, like the 100,000, you're gonna want to risk that whole 100.
Oh no, Most I'm gonna be risking what $300.
I'm telling you. On that post, I saw it on X like 3 years ago, maybe two. I was like, even once I saw the 100,000, I'll just start the challenge over again. I'll start that motherfucker over again. Do like, oh shit.
I thought about the same thing. Once I hit that
Hmm.
20 bands out them challenges, I'm gonna get another challenge,
Hmm.
another 5 challenge. It's somebody right now on
Hmm.
Top Step that's touching a hundred some K in all 5 of his accounts,
That's what's up, bro.
and he trading a pair that I don't even know about.
What's it called?
It's damn, what's the name of that pair? It's a Japanese pair, matter of fact.
Okay.
I ain't know nothing about it. I ain't think Future had that. And he was like, yeah, it moves very slow, and all he do is trade on a daily time frame. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good live. He
Ooh,
said that
damn.
extra money that's coming in on my end would go towards it. That's a good way to do it. It's just like stack your bread up, get you that buffer, and you just got to be able to suffice losses. That's all. You don't ever want to go all risk, full sale.
Yup.
You don't want to do that.
And once you get in trading and you see some profits, please take some profit out for
Yeah.
yourself.
Even to for safeguard, like, even to be able to reset yourself. You don't want them to be all in and you ain't got no way out.
Mm. Cause it's a lot of people right now that's profitable, but they won't take it out
Mhm.
to let you know it's real. I done took out 900. I don't see this shit real or not. Took out
Let me see if
900.
it's
Oh
real
yeah.
or not.
That's when I knew then. I'm like, yeah, I like this. And if you gonna start trading, don't tell nobody about it.
You think that's
That's
bad
my
karma? I
biggest
feel like a lot of
mistake.
people be saying that too. It's bad karma when you do it.
That's my biggest mistake. Everybody asks me for money. I'm like, shit, I'm broke too.
Oh, that part too, no question.
They ask, can you teach? Can they teach you? They gonna be saying it's a scam. A lot of people ain't gonna believe in you. Oh no, yours. I done deal with it all.
Stop loss. We're gonna put right there. And we are up.
Oop.
Oh yeah, it's hot in this motherfucker. Now I gotta turn this damn AC up. I got my shit on the like timer where it get cold at night and go back to regular room temperature during the day. I'm like, nah, I got it. I'm gonna go back to regular 68 all day.
Oh damn.
Oh damn. Nah, I ain't gonna be. It'll be like 72.
Under my hair, cut the AC on very low.
Mm-hmm.
I think I put that bitch on 50. I don't know what I put it on, but when I woke up, it felt like my covers was wet.
Oh yeah, that's real. That's definitely probably what happened. That condensation, that moisture got to work.
Like it was so damn cold. It was hard for me to put on my damn pants. That's how
Mm-hmm.
cold my damn pants was.
That's be like I need cold to go to sleep, but bro, when that waking up cold be so hard, bro. You be well, I'm gonna just stay underneath the cover, dog. Still need this motherfucking cover. I can't do it.
Mm. Yep, it is going to that fat value gap. It's not already.
No, it's already there. Let's see if I can get my mouse back on the screen. There it is. See, it's already there.
Yep, retest. See, that's what I be looking for. See how it's going back into that fat value gap? That's what
Yep.
I be looking for on a daily time frame. The retest of that fat value gap or the old one. Or target. Matter of fact, target.
Mm-hmm.
But I be on YouTube looking at people with the same strategy I got, and they got 7 figures. I be like, oh, you make me sick.
Tell you, it's time to get off that porch then.
I'm trying to, but this damn greed is something serious.
Gotta get off that porch.
That's why. That's what they said. I gotta buy me another game.
What's
So,
that system to keep your mind off of it?
yep.
Mm-hmm.
I got rid of it to get my mind on trading. Now I need, now I need it to get my mind off of it when I make my profit.
When you in your profit, you need to open up your demo account. Yeah. A lot of people don't want to hear that. Yeah, I know. Open up your demo account. Get you some practice reps in. Stay out the way. Best
Man,
thing you could do. Because really what you want to be able to say is, oh, I could have made more. Not damn, I lost it.
oh, true. But me, I be like what up 1,000, up 1,500, and then you know how top stuff is. You gotta wait until 5 o'clock before they can reiterate everything.
Verified. Yep.
Yeah, I was like, man, this shit annoying.
So
As
Jazz
far as
got Kevin. What you said?
As far as the other prop firm, I don't really mess with them no more. They messed up with my cousin.
You know, fuck, I mean, I'll stay with my funded futures, but I don't fuck with prop firms though. I just like I said, I just do them to have live trading and withdrawal here and there. Like I ain't my goal is to move away from them eventually though, completely.
That's true. Same here. I'm trying to do what old boy did. Get that business money, put all that in there.
Hmm. So
Get
Norman
some
Powell
bag.
went to the Heat, John Collins to the Clippers, which I think is a somewhat good look. And then Kevin Love, Cal Anderson, and a second round pick to the Jazz, which is just I think them niggas might get bought out. So we made some of that money back off that recovery trade. So I ain't tripping. So at this point, the goal will be to see if this candle closes underneath this fair value gap, and I trade that. If it closes above it, then we'll get buys. That motherfucker closed right at the fair value gap. Shit, what is that? That shit. Um, what is that? Open 9/26/25. Close. Yeah, that one right there. So I'll put a trade down here, but I want to see how this candle work first. If this raid hold up, I might take this black candle. I might take this black candle if this raid hold up. Yeah, it did, and it did.
Yup.
All right,
That's where I
so
would have got in at.
and my stop loss is gonna be 6. Same situation. Same situation. Got a little slippage on there. I fucked it up a little bit. It's okay though. My first two profits. It's right here.
And it left you a swing high.
Let's see if we can eat off of this one. How much more time we got left? Oh, about halfway through the session. Just that silver bullet hour too. That was supposed to trigger my TP1. Oh, it did actually. I'm tripping. Huh, it did trigger it. I'm looking at the open. It was so close. All right, my next target is this one. We're gonna buy one right here. And then the last buy is gonna be this red one right here. Which, yeah, I'm just gonna say yeah. This drops down to I don't know. I'm trying to go negative. This drops down to 4. Really, it dropped down to 2. I'm not doing a recovery on that one.
Ooh. It's time for me to trade again. I need to help get paid.
Telling you, bro. Telling you, bro. It's the way to go, man. I mean, like I said, like, especially if you're trying to find something that you could do while you working or whatever. I'm telling you, that's the way to go. It's all about finding that right code, that perfect flow of like, I can do this while I'm doing something, or I can work at night, do trade in the morning, go to sleep.
See, I need to find a little gig.
Something to keep you flexible though.
that mud tanking too.
Wanna know something crazy? I guess we're a little bit lower, but we still in that range though. We just now we in so instead of this range,
And that's
instead
a
of
fair value up at the bottom, right?
right here,
The white candle.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair value gap too. It bounced off of that one already, as you can see right here.
Uh,
But now instead of this range, now we in this one. One, two, yeah, we in this one now, which is still the same damn range. Pretty much the same damn range.
See, I don't want to work from home. I can't deal with them people on the phone call.
I mean, look, that's easy work though, bro.
That's
Can't be
true.
talking like that. That's easy work.
I mean, I'd rather do security.
Yeah, but you can do that at night too, so that work out too. Can't out there punching on people though, said man. You gotta calm down out there, man.
Man, I'll be calm.
I know, bro, but I'm just fucking with you. You know that's how I found your page, bro. That you in that in the street, nigga, squabbling up with that nigga, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it came through like some fucking repost or whatever. I was like, nigga, that's sad, say it right there. Oh my god, this nigga out here fighting boys and it looked like he was damn near in my neighborhood. I was like, god damn. Like he was out here in Roshan. Oh shit out here. Beat niggas up at the house, bro.
Nah, man. I'm just having fun with it.
Talking about. No, I'm with it though. How you a Rockets fan?
For me,
Yeah.
mm, I don't really
Yeah.
watch basketball, but I
Oh, you a
miss.
football fan?
Yeah,
So you do fuck with the Texans though.
yeah, a little bit off and on.
Oh shit. You know what they did to you, bro? Wasting your time?
Yeah, wasting my time. I don't know when the hell we made it to the playoffs. For real. I mean, got a ring for real.
Got a ring. Yeah, we ain't getting no ring. I mean, we ain't get one, but we might get one this year. We
Hopefully.
might get one this year for sure.
And I need to bring back every time the Texas win, everybody get a free slushy. They can bring that
Yeah.
shit back.
Say, I still order them. I order them myself now though. I get them Texan slushes, nigga. Cranberry cherry.
Nah, cause Sonic, I always had a free slushy every time they win
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah, exactly. I get that cranberry cherry, bro.
I remember that with the nerds inside.
With the nerd, I just got it last week, I swear. Get the nerds inside that motherfucker eating good, like I'm a child again. With cool cups almost. Remember them cool cups?
Yup.
Hmm.
Shit, my granny was a cool cup lady.
Yeah,
Them cool
my
cups ain't even
brother
last
was.
with me.
And then with the cool cups, it's better with Skittles, you know.
I ain't try that.
Oh, you missed out then, nigga. Cool
I
cups
ain't
with the
know.
Skittles.
I ain't tried.
Ah
I
man,
tried some sour candy with some cool cup.
that's cool. Yeah, that worked. That's damn near the same thing. So many ways. I just broke this shit too. I can't believe that. I need my ass whooped. This one might fall through. Sadly, it's the right. Everything else is lined, but it's just falling through.
Oh, it retested that white fat you got right there.
Oh, okay.
Hmm, that's crazy.
But that's why that stop loss up there to keep us enough room to breathe. It may or may not happen, but we done already made that first target, so at this point, it just is what it is.
Yeah, work from home is flexible, but shit, dealing with rude people all the time and you can't cuss them out, be
Yeah, that's
irritating.
tough. Yeah, that's tough for sure.
I remember I got fired and paid myself $1,000.
Not here, said. Not here, bro.
Oh,
I said not here, bro. You good. Oh, you talking about off of the chart. I got you. I thought you said
hmm
something else. Nah, yeah, you good. But that's good when you can be your own boss though.
uh, I mean, I was working for Walmart security,
Mm.
and when I first got up there,
Oh,
there
you was
was
catching them thieves inside Walmart?
nah. I was one of them people that be driving them trucks around. That be security outside driving the trucks.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's a good vibe. I
But
seen them.
when I first got up there, that was on some shit like if the employees at Walmart don't like me, they can get me fired.
For real.
Um, if I go buying some stuff at Walmart with the uniform on, I can get fired. What else they say? If the homeless people is at Walmart and I don't say move or get gone somewhere, I can get fired. If I sit too long, they got a chip in the truck. If I sit too long, they're gonna get sent an email, and that's gonna get sent all the way to New York, the head boss.
Yeah, the notification. That's crazy.
Yeah. Then the camera's in my face. I can't talk on the phone. I can't put my headphones in. Can't listen to the radio out loud. And I was like, at this point,
Oh
what
yeah, you
should I
can't
do?
even trade then. Yeah.
Yeah. They wanted me to work from 11 at night to 11 in the morning.
12 hours is crazy.
Yup.
And you missing the window trading window.
And they want me to drive 5 miles per hour around the damn whole parking lot.
Yeah, I done seen a nigga. I was over there. Who was I at? I went to play pool with my stepdad and triple eights off of 45. And I saw that nigga. He had a nice little. It was a Bronco, Ford Bronco, and niggas was just driving, cruising around the lot. Just on the move.
Yep.
Right
But my
outside.
first day there, I had wrecked the truck.
Oh yeah, I'd have got your ass out the paint. We gotta
Man,
go.
I fell asleep behind the wheel.
Yeah, you gotta go. I was like, nah, them nigga wasting company dollars in insurance. Policy finna go up. Yeah, you gotta go.
But I ain't hit nobody. I only hit the fence. I only broke the light. That's it.
That's funny. Oh, they
Then the
probably didn't even
same,
have to file a claim for real.
yeah, the same shit happened again.
It's happened again. Yeah, you was fucking around too much. You fucking around too much.
Nah, I was asleep, tired. They don't want me to. They don't want me to take a break or nothing like that.
Oh, so you couldn't even go inside. I see what you're saying. What you're saying that
Yeah,
you can't go inside and do nothing.
yeah. Basically, I can't do nothing. I can't even sit at the. I can't even sit still in the truck for a little minute. They gonna get an email. So I'm sitting still.
Yeah, I'm glad you gave it up. That's slavery. That's slavery.
Right. I mean, it was what 3 days. I worked 3 days, 3 days on. But
Oh,
somebody,
you know what's crazy? If you did it like that, you could have did Friday through Sunday if you had control of your schedule. Sunday through
yeah,
Monday, Saturday through Monday.
And I would say that was the first job I actually liked too.
Oh yeah, cause it's chill out the way.
Yep. Then that was on some stuff. If I got tattoos, I can't get hired, but
You
my
hit them hoes.
manager, my
Okay.
manager got tattoos. I'm like, what?
Mhm. Oh, you ain't got no tattoos?
Yeah, I got tattoos, but
Okay.
I'm like, y'all telling me I'm gonna get fired, but the main boss, I mean my supervisor got tattoos too. So what's the issue?
You see how I respected this goddamn fair value gap from the so this is that 10 for 38, and then the first fair value gap that happened was this one, and that motherfucker respected the fuck out of the hell. Like even the one you saying too, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that like that's why I just like keep that static one. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That static one, like that whole is a this is a great example of just sticking with, you know what I'm saying, I guess not even your trading plan. This is a trading plan for sure, but just understanding what that infrastructure mean. That first fair value gap that happens is so important. They're gonna trade off of that a bunch. In fact, it traded off of the old one too. You see what I'm saying? Off the
Yep.
old first one. You feel me? And that aligns with. And so what this means is like when you brought up your fair value gap, which is this one right here, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then we have three that's called confluence for people who don't know. I know you know, but this is called confluence. You see? So he told me he was looking at breakers at this area. I was looking at CISD. He was looking at a fair value gap. I'm looking at two of them from the early one and then from the one that just happened at 1038. And they respected it. And I mean, we've been on this bitch for what, going on 2 hours now.
Yeah.
So this was the first candle we seen velocity off of our trade, like where it moved with intent off of like, you know what I'm saying, where we got in and then sometimes it's quicker than this, but I'm just saying like for us to see it retrace back, it gave us our first take profit at that point and a half, retrace and then moved away fast, right? So like those are the type of like characteristics you want to look for when you like in a trade. So like if you, like at one point in the trade, I think you saw me open up the recovery trade again. That's just for me to cover my ass if I want to make some of that money back that I may lose from keeping it open. But seeing it move away, so like now that it move away with velocity, I'm looking at this 3.5, which is really 2.5. I'm looking at this level. If it closes below here, I'm not even worried. I'm just gonna let it sit and go here. But now that it's wicking it, I could really be like, all right, do I want to take, a partial loss, a partial win? Do I want to get out of it, et cetera, et cetera? Because what happens is like the lowest candle in this whole sequence of this since I opened this trade is this candle right here. If this candle closed lower, it would be this white candle. But since it's this one, that's the CISD. That's the change in state of delivery right here. It's this candle right here. So if it goes above here, then like that's just a new price delivery. Now that could mean a lot. Like it could mean it could just go up here and play some more. It could use this change state delivery to build a new price level and then go higher. But like we don't know that until it happened. You feel me? But what we do know is like now that we're looking at these oh fuck, I did it again. Now that we let me just trash it. Now that we are this low and we at which this the black line is I call completion, first completion actually. So now that we here, I'm just gonna wait and see if I can get this 3.5 level close below it. I'll feel way more comfortable that it's gonna get to this four. But other than that, like, well, it's five here, but it's four on the other side if you looking at it. This is the real,
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a hell of a trade.
yeah, yeah. So earlier I talked to you about stacking. At this point, because I got completion, is where if I was stacking, if I opened up that model portion of my that pivot portion of my model, then like this is where I start stacking. As you see, now if I would have stacked here and I would have opened the trade stop loss here, and this would have been my second trade. And then I'd have traded from here and stacked to completion. But that's adding more risk and exposure that I spent. We didn't work 2 hours to get this much money, and you know what I'm saying, to get this trade. So do I want to over leverage myself stacking for what reason? Like, no. Unless I had $1 million account and I'm micro trading, I don't see why.
Now, if that was on a regular NQ, shit, well,
Oh yeah,
it'd be
but
the 3,000.
yeah, we've been up for sure. But right now we're talking fundamentals, and right now it's Monday, so You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even tripping. Yeah, it's good.
Ooh, man.
And I think this may be an example of why not to stack, but we'll see if it does pay it out. It's a good vibe though, man. It's a good little trade, bro. Good little
It's in that
trade
fair. It's in that February you got.
right here.
No, the black one.
Or the
That
black
one.
right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
That
see
one
it
and the white
there.
one.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why, like, remember I told you earlier, like they happen so much, you don't want to be like looking at them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's so many of them everywhere, and fair value gaps are it's internal liquidity. You know what I'm saying? So they everywhere. They're gonna be everywhere. So we haven't got the state of delivery change, but this is why we don't do stacking in this model. Um, like, bro, for me to stack, fam, like I feel like my macro analysis would have to align. You know what I'm saying? Like everything has to be on point for me to be like, yeah, this is the trade. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
We got about what 20 more minutes left, I think. Let me see how much time we got. About 20, yeah, 26. So this is probably my last trade of the day before I close the stream. Said just so you know, I will clip up a little bit of this, so I don't think your voice will be on the clips, but you will be on the stream on the recording, just so you know.
All right, cool.
All right, bet. And I'll be here probably through Thursday. I probably won't do no Friday trading, so pull up on me all week when you got time, man, boy. Big chilling here, man. It's gonna get the stage gonna get full after a while, man. Some of my boys be working in the morning, but like I know my boys be coming in, especially Brando and such. They be coming in throughout the day. They'll come on stage. I'm gonna get their ass on stage sometimes too. So it'll be more people here throughout, different streams. They gotta get used to my schedule and knowing what the hell I'm doing. But we'll be on spaces on Twitter. So this is basically like video spaces now. I'm gonna tell you what I usually do right here. I usually move my shit to break even. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, I'll just take my win. You know what I'm saying? All in. I kind of want to give it room to breathe because I see the CISD out here, and it's so like this change in state will also lead to this being tapped. But I'm gonna leave it open because I've won 3 contracts. You see what I'm saying? So I'm okay with losing this and just winning 2 contracts. Well, with a little loss. So I basically will guarantee 1 contract. So I'd rather do that than to just be like keep choke it and then like get stopped out at a break even in this particular trade because I had 4 contracts open. If I had 2 contracts open, I would have went. If I would have had two on the micros, I'm sorry, on the minis, I would have moved to the break even and then just like ate the because like you said, like on regular NAS, it would have been so much money you wouldn't even worried about trying to keep shit open. You know what I'm saying? If this closes below this candle, that'd be continuation for a CISD. Right now, we just waiting. Right now, we just waiting. Seeing it through, my boy.
Oh man.
Hey, the lady I seen you with, that's your shorty?
Oh, the white lady.
Yeah.
Uh.
Okay.
Oh.
So this is why I didn't move it to break even. So let's see if giving it enough room to breathe is the right choice.
Respect it.
It did.
Yep.
Now let's see if it hold. They respected it. Let's see if it hold though. It's a good trade though. It's a winning trade already. No matter what happens at this point, I'm profitable. I won, so it's not a big deal at all. He said, "I also like trading because when I go on vacation, I'm always up early, so I can sit in and hit at it." Yeah, for sure. Um, this is definitely the nomad way of life, for sure, for sure. You can definitely be anywhere, anyhow, anytime and place. As long as you up, you'll be good. You got to know your trading hours, know your window, and know when you on whatever time side of the world you on. You got to be able to do it in that way.
And follow your trading plan.
Yep.
Most traders don't ever follow their trading plans. That's where most of their losses come from.
Yeah, getting beside themselves, all peculiar.
Yep. But it happened to the best of us.
Hey, these non-news days is where you get all these indecisions from. That volume and volatility that's in the market. When you don't have them news, it can go. It's basically gonna whiplash. You know what I'm saying? So this Monday, right after a holiday, dealing with Trump, that's where all the indecision is coming from, and why it's not like trending. Is because we don't have no news, we don't have a lot of volume. This is just a normal market where it's just like not giving it to you. All right. So, and there we go.
But
And we got our recovery too. So, all right. So, I mean, we can watch the rest of it. I'll watch the rest of the day. I mean, watch the rest of the session. But that is up for me on the trading. Um, we came away minus that horrible loss right here. So we only down negative 179 on the day, which is fine. I ain't gonna push it too hard. Um, it's really them first losses that got us in that first session, trading out the door. So we made a lot of it back basically, minus this 100. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine for sure. I won't buy nothing in this little small window.
yeah, you can practice on the demo.
Yeah.
I suggest you practice on the demo. Most people they can't wait. They be so anxious and getting the real deal, and they see that their account go to zero. They be like, man, fuck trading.
True. Yeah, so the demos, like, uh like I have a real account, so I have live data. And so best thing you could do is buy live data, which is like $9 a month, and then just trade it on a demo. Get your reps in, like what it tells you. Get your reps in and get comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? And then like again, what did you just seen? You just witnessed it live. What did the demo do for me today? Like this is a horrible trading day on a live account, which I'd have been cool with too. Don't get me wrong, but like you really rule of thumb, you're not even supposed to be trading Mondays. Mondays and Fridays are one of the worst days to trade. So market like you're really supposed to take it Monday as a data day. You know what I mean? But we just getting off the porch, we getting reps in, we in the gym right now. You know what I'm saying? And like when you start that first trade I took, where I had to get the leverage and shit right. I'm trying to test if the account size will work. All right, bet, fuck it. Everything not working. Let's go to a smaller contract. I mean, sorry, a smaller instrument. Deal with more contracts that gave us a lot more wiggle room to play with and to get these technicalities out the way. And that's the point is that you got to see it live of me going through working out the kinks. So now when we get towards Wednesday, if I go to my live account Wednesday or if I go to my live account next week Tuesday, it'll be on some like very deliberate. We know what the kinks are. We working through the problems that we already dealt with already. So now we ain't really stressing or thinking. We just flowing. You feel me?
Ooh,
Yep. Before putting up bread. Yep.
But you gotta treat your demo like a live account too.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Which I mean, I will. I'll say I feel like I had today. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I did everything I would have did on my live today.
Because most
I
people,
didn't. I
most
didn't do
people,
no extra shit. You know,
hmm most people treat demos like it ain't
fuck
nothing.
off. Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
off money. Like shit, you wouldn't even do that with your mama bread. You know what I'm saying?
oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out here opening like niggas are. Oh man, it's going up. Let me buy it now. Let me buy it now. Nigga, please.
And the best way to get better is practice, practice, practice.
Yep. Yep.
Over your strategy
Yep.
and stay away from them people with the signals
Yeah,
if
them
you can.
hey, you just watched it, bro. This is why like me live streaming is fun because like even if they wanted to trade along with me, they really couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because like
Mm-hmm.
I can't even send signals in the time period you just saw me to place these trades. You see what I'm saying? Like imagine niggas that sending signals. How? How are you sending signals? And you got bro, I gotta place this trade. I gotta get the stop loss in. I gotta get the recovery on the chart, and I gotta get the targets up in text, hey, buy GBP JPY at 1,500. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. Like that shit. Nah, hell nah. My best bet, if I'm trying to help other niggas make money, is exposing you to the truth. The truth is what you just saw me do today, off rip. You know what I'm saying? This is what it really looked like as a trader. Mondays really look like this. On most Mondays, they look like this, bro. Mondays taking your bread. Now,
That's true.
some Mondays, it's good though. You know what I'm saying? Some Mondays, that's where your statistics get back. So if you trading all these Mondays and we negative one, what, 179 on the day, some Mondays it'd be plus 500, and then your week it'd be plus 3,500. You know what I'm saying? And then if you look at your averages, all the things you lost on Monday, you plus like you net like if you're looking at basketball, your plus minus is plus three for all Mondays combined. But most Mondays is shit. But if you left those plus three out, maybe you down like what 3-5% of the year or whatever, or maybe 10% on the year, depending on what instrument you trading. So some people can argue like you got to trade your Mondays, but you got to be smart and tactical about it, though. You know what I'm saying? Had we been on the micro, and maybe I can do that. Like maybe if I'm on the micro on Mondays and Fridays, that's cool. I'm sorry, the mini on Mondays, yeah, micro. On Mondays, Fridays, cool. Then on Tuesdays through Thursdays, I'm on the mini.
And I don't know if this is true or not. I think it is because I didn't seen it.
Hmm.
They say when there's no news
Yeah, no
in
news.
Q,
Yeah,
when there's no news in Q, always want to go up.
I can see that. I can see that. Well, so today, as you see, I feel like NQ most times goes up, but as you see, NQ today is like a down day. You feel what I'm saying? But no news. And then if you look at the totality of it from the session, from session start, we are still lower than the open. Well, actually, we just got above it now. So it may close higher from the open of the session. I mean, from the open of the opening day, opening hour,
Hmm,
not opening day, opening hour, which is this one right here, 9:30.
man.
So option traders, to what said is saying, option traders is gonna say no news, anything underneath this, I'm just gonna place my little longs and what them shits called? Them buys. What's some options entries called? Longs?
Long, shorts, buy stops, sell stops.
No,
I
that's
think.
for us now. For options a little different, but they'll say anything underneath here, I'm gonna place them orders and then I'm gonna bet that it's gonna close or higher than it's open for the day.
Oh, they be like, I'm aiming for 3 shares, something like that.
Some shit like that, yeah. I don't fuck with options. One of my partners do, but I don't fuck with them. But like, yeah, they just know that like characteristics of the chart. So that's why motherfuckers that say that are like, yeah. it's gonna open. If it's no news, I'm gonna do this off based off this characteristic. So that mean that any one of these lows they can buy it, and they'll just say, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with that, and just gamble on that.
Yeah, them auction traders don't like us.
Nah, they don't like us at all. We don't like them either though.
I'm
We don't
like,
like them either at all. So it's good. Man, I appreciate the love y'all boys been giving me on the TL too, man. Retweeting my shit. You know what I'm saying? Showing up in the chat, bro. Like, like these days, like when I'm trading, man, it just be me. So I appreciate boys checking in, coming in, talking to me too. You said as well. And then like on the TL, boys retweeting my shit, liking my shit, man. That shit always a vibe, bro. No, it definitely is, but it do me wonders too. Just being able to chop, keep my mind focused, talking through shit. Like a lot of times when you in your head, it's different than being able to articulate it for real out loud. And, you know what I'm saying? Because like my tragedy don't change, but at the same time, it's good to be able to walk through. You know what I'm saying? Deal with questions, deal with whatever. Keep it lively, bro. You know what I'm saying? So and it keep me correct. You know what I'm saying? Keep you on your feet. You can't be fucking around. Can't be fucking around.
yeah. I mean, some people they want to learn, but they don't put in the effort to learn. They
Yeah,
always
you gotta
got an
put that work
excuse.
in. Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I had plenty of excuses. I still want to learn shit.
yeah. You still gotta put in that work though. Gotta put in that work for sure. I mean, like what said, like locking yourself in a room. You know what I'm saying? I was with, you know what I'm saying? I was inside the house, bro, and literally, like, to quit my job, bro. Was in front of the computer. I'm talking about like I was in college studying all ICT concepts, bro. Hour long, them videos, 3-4 hours long, hour long
What?
videos, bro, and just doing this.
I'm talking about me personally, I'd have passed out multiple
Yeah,
times on them videos.
passed out, woke up, hit rewind, played it again. You know what I'm saying? Like for
Just,
real, bro.
I'm talking about my partner asked me what I'm doing. I said I'm studying. My girl asked me what I'm doing. I'm studying.
Yep,
Mama too, studying.
yep,
Now, now that I'm profitable, I can enjoy the fruits of my labor.
yep. We got
Soon as I
about
stop being greedy, though.
10 more minutes. 10 more minutes on this bitch. 10 more minutes on this motherfucker.
'Cause let's
Cool day
just
though.
say, if I trading right now and I hit $25,000, I'm finna go buy me a car.
There you go.
I'm finna go
You
cash
should
out
put
on.
that bitch up though. You should put that bitch in like a index mutual fund. Put that bitch up. Retirement. It'll pay you forever, bro.
Index futures funds.
Mutual fund index. I'll send it to you on Instagram.
Are you talking about where the longer it sit, the more value it goes up?
Yep. And it pay you dividends after certain many years.
Oh shit.
And when it start paying you dividends, right? You can put that in a life insurance policy, right? And then your life insurance policy, because you really just need to make your monthly notes and then put your extra cash in it. You can start
Hmm.
taking out loans against your life insurance policy, like I told you earlier. And then that way you can take that 25 and trade it, buy a car, put a down payment on the house, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what me and my people are on.
Okay. I was on that, but I just didn't know where to go
Get
about.
with me. Get with me, bro. I get you right on that, bro. I get you
I'm
right, bro.
Because I was about to say, put your money in a trust, put everything in a trust, house in a trust. I know the
Yeah.
tax people can't touch it when it's in a trust.
Why you a funny ass motherfucker? Nah, I'm proud of you though. I mean, shit. Like, like boys like you, Caesar, like, the young cats we got in the group chat, bro. Like, like this is something that are skill sets that you can have that don't stop you from your actual plan. These are additional tools. Like what I'm telling said about, I'm talking about life insurance policies and I'm talking about IUL life insurance, IULs, and what they can do for you. Index mutual funds, what they can do for you, and what this shit can do for you. So if you got ways to compound the money that you already got in lump sum, and then you got ways to trade, which is called exponential. You can take compound money and exponential money and use your salary to kind of grow that. Like in 10, 15 years, you live in that life that they sold you, the American dream. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, let me put my shit in a 401k, and it's like, bro, nah. You know what I'm saying? You working 60 years and finna die, broke as shit, barely making it. Yeah, that shit not it, bro. That shit not it at all, bro. So this type of shit, these are tools that if you got, you know, $20,000, you should be in a engine that's gonna exponentially grow. And then if you could take that money and put it in life insurance and put it in the mutual funds, like that shit should keep you set and comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like my story, like I'm military, so I got, a level of foundation, but at the same time, I ain't just relying off of that. Like this is skill set like I told you, I can take it to my 60s and make money off of.
Hmm.
It's a female right now that was in the Navy making millions off of this. She with Forex though.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, a lot of people don't know though, Juan. A lot of people don't know about it. So you know what I'm saying? This is where you can start. You know what I'm saying? It's where you can start for sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's better to
Hell
get
yeah.
started than getting started late.
Yep.
So,
I think he like 25, 24, 25, something like that.
oh yeah, that's the perfect time to get started.
Yep. Yep. So it'll be fine, bro. Spend the next 5 years getting your shit right, your money right, your strategy right. Start right now. You can get your IUL right now though, bro. You can get your IUL right now to prepare for the 2 years out. You get your IUL, bro. Put your money aside. Yeah.
'Cause I'm trying to teach my daughter this shit, and I'm good.
Yep.
Once I teach my daughter how to trade, it's over with.
You know what you should do? Said, bro.
Mm.
You learn how to cut hair, nigga. Barbers, it's good for barbers, bro.
I want to do it, but shit, they up to years. They talking about you got to be a barber for a year, go to school for a year.
Yeah. I mean, but a year sacrifice, and then barbers make 60 to 150, if not two a year.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do real
shit.
estate too. Yep. Yep. If you're a real estate agent, you can charge like 6% on houses you sell.
I know about real estate, barber too, but I wanted to get in real estate, but I heard about that like wholesaling stuff.
I did that for a while. I made my first 6 figures off of wholesaling.
Wholesaling the house, act like you about
Mm-hmm.
to buy a house, but really you're not. You just gotta find a
Mm-hmm.
buyer,
Mm-hmm.
and you doing that with no money in. I'm like,
That's the way to go. That is the way to go, bro.
I wanted to do that, but I was like, I don't know how to do it for real.
Man, you just gotta get good at talking on the phones, being personable. You know what I'm saying? When I was on that mug, bro, quite literally just like reasoning with people. Like you got a situation, I want to solve it. That's all. It's just sales. You know. So I was
Then,
building relationships with people, talking to them every week, if not every month, telling them, figuring out what to like. I one dude, I bought his mama house, bro. And when I first talked to him, he was mad. So I fucking calling me, y'all ain't doing me no favors, just check in, shot him a text message. Hey, bro, just checking. I know that y'all was considering selling y'all house, but where y'all at with it now? You still feel that way? I ain't trying to bother you too much, just trying to see where you at. And bro was like, yeah, bro, my mama going through it. She's sick. I need her to move in with me. We need to sell our house like now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I got like 15 buyers lined up. You know what I'm saying? I get them out there tonight if you need me to. But bro, lined them up, sold the house, quick 10K. Boom, like that.
so how you find a buyer? That's the only thing.
I got a buyers list though. I was connected with a lot of people who market well. I had one, and when you in that sphere and you selling houses to buyers, you accumulate a list. So I had walked into an industry in a business where they already had their buyers list, and then I ended up building my own off of that. You feel me? And
Oh,
so yeah, you just got to be able to find, and they all online. These people all online. You just got to look at people who got private money. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of people out there, but like, best way is just the better is to know somebody, and I just knew somebody.
uh, so when I was getting into it, I actually seen it on YouTube. Like, okay, he making all this money. Let me try to do that. Then tried to do it. I actually got somebody on the phone. And was like, hey, are you looking to buy the house? I was like, yeah. And then from there, I was trying to look for a buyer. I didn't know where to go to, what to do. I'm like, yeah, it's over with. And
Yep.
then after that,
My boy,
I
yeah, that's my
came.
boy right there. That's the old dude I made my money with, Ethan, right there. That's in real estate. He in the chat. What's up, my boy? Thank you for pulling up, my boy. You can come on stage if you want to. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
after that, I came across the dudes was like find me beat up houses, and he will pay me for finding them.
So that's called a
And
finder's fee. Yeah, he used to pay people to do that same shit too. We used to pay people to go take photos. I used to close some of the deals that he used to send me shit like, hey, I need you to go pull up, and it's got like some buyers lined up. Can you take care of that appointment for me? And I go do that for him. He used to shoot me some of that piece of that deal and shit like that. And so like that's like I said, I just knew people, and I was blessed to walk into a situation where I dealt with a lot of knowledgeable and experienced people. But like anybody can do it though. It's just not easy, but it can be done. Like, you can walk away with 10K contracts all the time, bro. All the time.
shit, that was my first move before I even wanted to started trading. Because
Yeah.
once I heard you can get started with no money, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But
Hell yeah.
me being me, I ain't know it was gonna be that damn hard. I'm like, yeah, I can't do it.
So I'm gonna show y'all this before we get out of here, man. I do this shit called SMT, divergence essentially. Um, and my goal is to basically look for deviations where like a price point is either reaching for something where the other one is failing, and usually where the one that is failing, I trade that one. And so right now I'm trading without any like long term, what I'm saying, directional bias. So what I wanted to look at is just really like kind of honing into like why today really wasn't a great day to trade, but it's okay because we still traded. It's fine. It worked out. It's not like I'm not beating myself over the head about it. But a lot of times if I'm on a daily chart or a monthly chart or a weekly chart, I'm looking for confluence essentially, right? And I'm just tracing back, candles like, did this candle break the high of this candle? It did on Nasdaq, but did it do it on ES? And it for right now, it still did, right? So right now they're in alignment. And whenever I get to a point in time where like I don't know if there's any of them back here, if I can find some, I'll show you where these broke a low. All right, so like here's one where on NQ we took a low, but on ES, if you look on the right side of the chart, Friday the 23rd, it did not, right? So what I would do is I'll mark out the high of this body or even this is open, just depending on like the size of this candle. I'll mark out the high. I'll basically I'll just do it. Let me not fuck with y'all and have y'all speculating. I'll mark out the high. I'll wait for it to leave it and I'll wait for it to come back. So on Friday, the 30th of May, I'll be on a 1 minute chart and I'll long inside and I'll get all this movement. So that's what I mean. How when I said earlier in the streaming session, when I said I'll say, hey, if I can get in trades so they can evolve into long term trades, this is what I mean. So that one contract could just stay open the whole time, and this is what I mean. Well, I'll never move the stop loss up another. So this is where you would get those opportunities on ES specifically, but I look for them on NQ. But yeah, man, shit, that's all I got today, bro. I'm gonna get back at it tomorrow. I'm gonna get back to my fucking regular life and what we have, man. This motherfucker tanked after going to there. That's crazy. It opened up and tanked. Oh, and this is why, and notice, hey, bro, y'all notice that the moment we got to the third session, it's a whole new personality. The first session, like that first window, remember that shit said it was
Mm-hmm.
choppy. That second window, we got opportunity. Bro, this third window is a whole new mindset, bro. A whole new
Oh
mindset, dog.
no, is it
You
in
know,
the fair value gap over there?
the first one, no, I passed it, but it's over this one though. It's actually in the inverted fair value gap, actually.
Yeah, them inverted fair value gaps is powerful too.
Powerful than
Very.
motherfucker, boy. Powerful than motherfucker. And if we really being real, it's kind of working off of this leg right here, but this is the open one right here. But yeah, man, shit, like, I don't want to keep the stream going too long, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, I stick to my plan. I'm gonna do what I have to do, and I'm gonna like focus on wins in my session and my windows, and that's how this particular series of streaming gonna go. So I'll see y'all boys tomorrow. We'll get back to it. Pull up on me and everything, man. It's gonna be good. He said, I need to adopt this mentality with my traders. I get stopped out constantly. Yeah, it's all about the way how you manage your risk and your stop loss, though. And you can always talk to me about that, and we can figure out a best plan of action, though. I appreciate you, though, Sid. I'll holler at you, boy.
All right.
All right.